Welcome everybody to Oceanic Rivals, a love letter to year one. An amazing event here today. My name is Liger and I am joined by...
Vaudable, pleasure to be here, Liger. I'm really excited to see all the show match action that we have for today. There's some insanely talented creators and pros that have shown up for this, and this is the best way to kind of send off year one for Oceanic Rivals.
100% couldn't agree more. You know, we've been here for a year in the Marvel Rivals community. Well, a bit earlier for those who got some beta access and having a good time, but the events are kicking off. We've had a mad year of Ignite, of MRC, of Collegia as well. I know you get down to business there, having a good time. There is so much going on, big communities, but I thought, you know what? Let's take a little trip down memory lane. Let's focus on OCE. That's my home region. And I wanted to bring you in. As I mentioned on Twitter earlier in the week, everybody, Audible knew about OCE before Ignite. Okay, he came through. He said, look, let me report on this region. Let me suss it out. Let me see the talent. And I've been here noticing this talent, watching them grow and change over the past year. And we're like, you know what? Let's put an event together. Let's celebrate everybody, bring them all in and let them fight. Have a good one.
That's what we're looking forward to. Just a good old-fashioned brawl between both of these teams. I mean, we got to first to threes or best of fives, as we like to call them. Hopefully not too many maps for some of these players, but Gambit is not allowed to be banned or protected here. They have to be available for these teams, so you're going to see some crazy shenanigans with that. And the creator show matches, no bans, so you can play whoever your one-trick pony is. It doesn't matter.
That's the best part. We've got a lot of, one-trick specialists out there for the Marvel Rivals streaming community. We know there's a lot of people that stand out. We're going to introduce the teams very, very soon, of course, but, that's the format. It's just show matches here today, as you said, Vaudable. I will also say we got a prize pool. Shout out Marvel Rivals Netties. They got us a 42,000 units total prize pool. We're talking 2K per winning player in these show matches. That's insane. We'll talk also Vaudable. The losers, they're not walking away with nothing. They're going to walk away with a K each. So, they can still get something nice from the shop. They can still cop something nice.
Yeah, that's what we like to see, spreading the good cheer all around for the holiday season for these heroes that are participating in this event, which is great to see. And great that NetEase is, helping provide that as well. Shout out to them for just being so supportive of Oceanic Rival since it started. I mean, a lot of different esports titles in their first years take a while to move from like the NA and EMEA into other regions, but they're like, hey, we're gonna have invitationals, we're gonna have MRCs for Pacific, we're gonna have Ignite and all that, which is great to see, and I hope it continues for year two of this game.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. It's going to be good. But let's have a look at our first team here. We've got Team Spades, our first team featured in the creator show match known as the Creators of Passion. We've got Imperator starting us off. Not actually from OCE, funnily enough. Where's Imperator from?
Imperator's from EMEA, so, coming all the way across the pond and then some to make it into the show match, probably staying up the latest out of everyone if they are in EMEA. So, I mean, hey, they are pretty solid as a player. They play second in the Fnatic Assembled event, top 16 in Ignite. They're like Captain America, Doctor Strange, but, right beside them, there's another really good Captain America from OC, the rank one, OCE Captain America in Season 2 and 3, and Bernsky, I mean, he's going to be one to look out for. They're going to be fighting maybe for Captain America on who's going to be playing it on that team.
Absolutely, couldn't agree. And then another, we've been talking about one tricks, mains out here. Inixia is a magic specialist. That is exciting. That is exciting. I'm excited.
I mean, they got a new costume that came out too, which is pretty nice. Hope they'll be rocking it as well. Or maybe if they aren't and they win this, they can get it. So there we go.
Oh, there you go. Hey, that's the vibe. And there's vibe right there as well. Looking really confident as well. Played in MRC and MRI as well. Played on the team Fracture. Top 32. Not bad. Still on the grind. Recently, some consider to be learning Daredevil at a high level. Maybe even might be the flex demon of this team. Ooh. That's pretty good.
That's what you need on a team, is someone who can flex. I know Black Panther players are probably a little sad with how the patch went for them and how the previous one did as well. They're looking for their resurgence as a hero, but Daredevil's a really good fill-in for now if you like playing that dive, and some of the other characters that they like to play as well. Human Torch, Psylocke, Winter Soldier, some really great looks there in terms of the duelist side of things. Rated RKO, though. Got to talk about them. I mean, they're originally from another title, but then he switched to Marvel Rivals on launch and haven't looked back. And I feel like that's a lot of us, right? We came from other scenes. We got into this game. We're like, man, this game is something special. So great to see that they're a part of this too, and a Marvel Rivals partner as well.
100%. And then Lucky last but not least, my personal favorite Jeff player in the world. Rank 1 Jeff? We need a fact check on that one. That's Kaplunk, as we know. Was actually on a PAX Australia panel for Marvel Rivals. I would know, I put him on it. W. That's great. But Kaplunk has actually got Lord on every single strategist in the game. But the question is, does Kaplunk have Lord on Gambit yet? Has the grind been begun? Has it begun? Well, we're going to find out very soon.
We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll see once we actually get into that as well. But we also have the team that they're facing off against, right? And that is Team Hearts that is coming into this show match, firing off as best they can. And they have Ominous on their side. You know, he is a huge Venom player as well, because they said Black Panther's not as good right now, which I get it. But hey, Venom's pretty decent in terms of the dive on that. They like to play some other heroes there as well. They solo queued one trick Black Panther and then never looked back themselves, I'm sure, until the most recent patches. So I'm curious if they'll bring it out of the retirement home just to show off some skills.
I'll tell you what, you know what needs to come out of the retirement home? All the Hulk mains. And that's what we got next with Daryl Banner. Look, listen, this creator matchup, I may have orchestrated a Hulk mirror. I may have done it, if I'm lucky. If we get to see a Hulk mirror, and hey, that doesn't celebrate year one more than a Hulk mirror. Hulk was like one of the most highly picked Vanguards in the first quarter of the year of Marvel Rivals. I would love to see it. It's been a while since we saw some Gamma goodness. So if Daryl's going to be bringing that to the table, I'm so keen for it.
That'd be awesome to see. Maybe some B-hops as they try to get to the objective as well. I know that's some crazy tech that people have been able to just pop off on their streams and have some fun with it. We also got Zazastack as well on their side. Rivals content creator, mainly plays Black Widow and peaked at the rank 2 Black Widow globally. That cannot be understated because Black Widow is such a hard hero to play. But I'm sure she's happy to see the different changes that have made her more of like a hybrid role now recently with the healing that they could do with the team up with Phoenix. So we'll see if that comes out as well. But yeah, I know that there was a bit of a rivalry between her and one of the players on Spade, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, listen, that's going to be with Kaplunk. We've heard that Kaplunk has physically thrown cards imitating Gambit at Zaza in her comp queue last night. So I'm wondering if, you know, Kaplunk's PC might get unplugged in return. We don't know. The same household, it's a different meta altogether. You know, we don't know how many doors, how many hallways can you get through by the time, you walk back to the new round of point. You know, you can look, listen, I don't know about you. I get lost in certain maps. Are they going to get lost in their household trying to sabotage each other? But besides the household, all right, we're talking about a household name here. Cody. That's right. Cody, self-proclaimed best Mr. Fantastic, especially when Gallus is in the room. Best Mr. Fantastic, according to Cody. These are Cody's words. Gallus, do not sue me. Sue Cody. This is all Cody's words. I'm reading off a script right now. But Cody is, it's going to be the most obscure bad player in the game when it comes to all these heroes. So Fantastic is there. I don't know. I think Cody might pop off, They hit Eternity 200 before, putting in a lot of work, but it seems like they got a bit of Penny Parker in their arsenal now, something new. They're like playing all the fun characters, the sillies, the goofies. I'm curious to see how far they'll get with that.
Squirrel Girl, Ultron, I mean, yeah, that makes sense, especially with the current meta. But hey, Mr. Fantastic did get some good buffs, I would say. I know some of the Fantastic fans out there have been having middling opinions about it specifically because you can't have the bonus health immediately, but you stay in your kind of large and in charge form and you can actually get healed and get an insta heal as you pop it if you're about to die. So there's some interesting shenanigans that can go on with Mr. Fantastic from Cody. But looking at Solus as well on the other side of things, they're also known as Salad due to a caster changing their name. So if you want to call them Salad, you can. We're going to stick with Solus ourselves, and their team actually did pretty decent before. Came top 16 in MRC Season 3 and top 8 in MRI Stage 2 qualifiers. So that can't be understated, especially with how tough those competitions are. Venom, Namor, Gambit, Invis, and Loki. So Invis, I mean, speaking of that, so many buffs happened recently, and that's going to be just a lethal weapon of healing and damage if you go against them.
Absolutely. And if anybody's going to be a lethal weapon, it's going to be Tamer. Look at how dominant Tamer is right there. Just that poor soul on the bottom of that image, just getting absolutely dominated by Tamer. Oh, wait, sorry, what? Wait, sorry. Prod's telling me Tamer is the one that's on the bottom of the image. That's Donald up top. That's unlucky for Tamer right there. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. But look, you know what isn't unfortunate for Tamer? His Liquipedia. Because that's what he linked to us when he signed up. He was the only player to link his Liquipedia to be like, yo, read my LP. I'm like, okay, we're gonna read it, we're gonna see it. It's a big MRC, MRI presence. I just gotta say, Audible, those creators, the lowest rank is GM. These guys are good. They're actually good at the game. The OCE creator scene, when we were looking at it, honestly, there's so many amazing creators, and I just want to give word out to everybody who signed up. Thank you all so much for signing up. We are so hosting another event. As soon as we get a chance. And I want to get some of the folks who couldn't get in because of the rank disparity, because this is not the season to put a mix of ranks. Everyone has been buffed to oblivion. Okay? I did not want to send an awesome creator out there to get absolutely bullied by these flex demons. Okay, not today, but the bullying is not going to be happening in game. It's actually going to be happening in our interview that's coming up.
There we go. We got two great creators here, one from either side of the aisle, from the spades and the hearts. We have Imperator and Cody going against each other in this like dueling match. So we'll see what their thoughts are against each other. But I heard Imperator has an interesting setup that we'll see once we get to the interview section here. So I'm curious to see what that is specifically. But welcome in, Imperator. Okay, I like that. Oh. Okay. Are you gonna put on that, like Doctor Strange swagger?
Well, welcome to the dual interview of the Creators of Passion. We've got with us representing Spades, Imperator, and representing Hearts, Cody. We're gonna, start off first and foremost. How are you feeling today? We'll start off with the Illuminous one here, Imperator.
I feel amazing. Came here to dominate the tournament, dominate the region.
Yeah, you're muted, bro. Rookie mistake. Let's unmute the mic, man.
Before going into this, so feeling pretty good about it.
That is great. That is great to hear. Now, Cody, how about you? How are you feeling with a fluffy friend with you?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Is this working? I'm not muted like him? Or am I muted?
No, we can hear you. We're good. It's all good. You're chilling.
You're
bro. Chilling.
I can't hear him, Parrot.
All right.
Is he muted? Yeah, I'm feeling good, man.
Each other?
No, I can't hear him, bro. It's all good. Let me just abbreviate it for you, bro. It's gonna be a GG as soon as possible, bro. That means good game. ASAP.
Okay. Confidence. We like to see it. We like to hear it. But as long as people are wondering, we've got some personalities here. It looks like the banter's already starting. We like that. Big talk. Let's see if they can walk it in the game. But before we get there, Votable, what do you feel like? You want to ask Imperator here. What do you feel like? I just can't see his eyes. I can't get a read on this guy.
I mean, Imperator, tell us a little bit about the theme that you have going on here leading into your matchup. Is this the way that you get honed in and ready to take them down? I don't know if he can hear me.
He's already locked in. It's over. Cody, you can hear us, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Cody can hear us?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, well, then we'll ask Cody. Cody, how's your team feeling going into this matchup? You guys done some theory crafting, done some planning?
Yeah, hell yeah, we have. Oh, I can't say that word, no. Look, we're just hoping for an ephemeral game, nice and quick. We're gonna get the gamma going, obviously with the Hulk. Not the BP part though, that character sucks. But we're feeling good, man. Like we reckon it'll be chill. For sure.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much what we're trying to find out here. What are the compositions people are going for? The prediction of Hulk, it's there, Votable. We're going to see some Gamma. Maybe not the BP, but we'll still see some Hulk. Some B-Hops might be. Okay, he's 670. That's great. That's great. Get this guy off my screen. Unbelievable right now. Not on this broadcast. None of this. All right. We're going to double check with Pride. Maybe we'll get Imperator back very, very soon. Double check the audio. But is he here? Imperator,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Can you hear us?
Okay,
yeah,
now
okay.
I can hear
I
us.
can hear you.
Sweet.
I
So Imperator. Oh, can't hear me. Okay. Well, it's up to you, Liger, to ask him a question then.
Oh, he can't hear me. Okay. Well, look, we just want to know, Imperator, what's the vibe you're going for today? Tell us about the drip.
Total annihilation.
Okay, and on behalf of your team. Oh, okay.
I have a team? Oh yeah, I have a team. I'm gonna do my best to carry them and coach them throughout the tournament.
All right. Well, Votable, if he can't hear you, I'll let you ask the final question to Cody. Go for it.
Yeah, Cody, if you can hear me, I mean, what are your thoughts on this? Him saying he doesn't need a team, you're going to come in with Hulk, and he's one of the tank mains out there on the other side. How are you going to face him down, and what's your strategy going into this one?
Look, I mean, we got a couple strategies. Obviously, Peels has a stack, so she can 1v9. I'm going to play Fantastic and walk their team like a dog. And, you know, as a team, we're all pretty happy. Like, it's sad we lost Smiles, but we got Solace, so it's like, you know, it's chill. We got that that teamwork.
It balances, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It balances.
Any final words from Imperator?
Clock strikes 12, midnight arrives. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, there it is.
Ominous.
All right, that's it. Hey, good luck to you both. Good luck, Imperator and Cody. Off you go to your teams. We are very excited for this Creators of Passion showdown. For sure, Audible. It's good. All right, we got the banter early. We like that. Yeah. A little bit of heat, a little bit of drip, you know, some dumb memes. Looking at you, Cody. All right. I hate that meme. I hate it. No, anyways.
It's great.
Let's log back in. We're going to get ready. We're going to jump into this game soon. It's going to be a good one. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, again, being a best of 5, we get to see kind of all the action between these teams. No bans either, so anything's on the table for these players to play. I hope we see some high-flying Gambit flushes against the competition, because they have just been rising through the ranks in terms of the most busted hero out there in Marvel Rivals right now. They're difficult to play for the lower-ranked demons out there, but these people that are at the higher echelon, well, they should know exactly what the strategy is going to be for them going forward, and if they're going to go, you know, full dive and just decimate the other team that way, or if they're going to have a little bit more strategy behind it. I'm just excited to see what happens.
I think I would love to see strategy, but I think it's just going to be a series of ego 1v1s, just all over the place. All over the place. I don't even know. I feel like we're going to end up on we're going to end up in Annihilation somehow, the game mode. We're just going to time travel. They're going to find a way to just turn it into a 18 versus 18. Is that it? Oh my god.
Yeah, there we go.
Can't wait for that game.
I mean, there's that new mode coming out soon, so who knows?
Yeah, there it is. If we can get to that 18v18 mode, you know what? Maybe we make an event. Hey, why not? Hey, if
Bring
you're enjoying the show today,
matches, please.
Yo, we need that. Let's do region v region. Let's go, Audible.
There we go.
Let's do it.
There we
Let's
go.
do it. Let's
That'd
do
be
it.
great.
We'll bring in the America region, the whole of NA. We'll verse all of OCE. We'll bring in the best of the best. But we're going to double check in now. Everybody, as we know, looks like we're getting ready to go into the game. Reminder, no bans. No bans for the Creator Showdown. It's going to be a good vibe. Everybody's going to get to play their desired picks. Gambit is definitely going to see some playtime. We're going to see some Hulk. We've got some BP players, some Widow, one tricks. A lot of exciting creators are here. I am mostly excited to see who is going to play strategist, because probably no one. At the rate we're going, because everyone's playing Gambit.
Vanguard and Duelist on this one. Okay.
Yeah,
oh, just everyone go Gambit.
The Duelist.
Gotcha,
yeah, it's going to be Gambit. Yeah, it's going to be Gambit dueling. Probably going to be like, sorry guys, going to play Ultron and then Gambit. You know what? Actually, Gambit is actually a very good lineup. Most people think Gambit is just a glorified duelist. He's not. Gambit's healing output is insane. His ultimate is probably one of the best in the game right now.
Cleanse is huge too.
Insane. It is insane. That power is actually changing the meta constantly, because everybody's cycling through which Vanguards they think are ultimately strong. And like, we're talking about Emma, Magneto still are meta, but are they really? I feel like we haven't seen pro play yet for Gambit.
Groot's pretty
Maybe
solid.
Today.
Groot's
pretty solid.
Especially with the changes to the Ironwood wall, because you can just be
Yes.
immovable and not have anything get you out of position, especially like the Angela Assassin's Charge or the Wolverine kidnapped. So, I mean, that could be something we see, but I didn't necessarily notice that a Groot was listed amongst some of these Vanguard players. So we'll see if it comes out, but it does look like we have the Hulk and the Venom going for this one. I like it.
Of course, indeed. We're going into the action here on Burning T'Challa. Been a minute. Daryl Banner already on the Hulk. Going forward, Cody taking out Nixia right there. Taking out the Magic. A little fantastic action in the front line with Cody. Punching forward as everybody's trying to get their early pick. Trying to get presents to see if they can get their team closer to the mission area, which is now unlocking. And it looks like the Hearts are going to be the ones starting to capture it.
Yeah, Heart's doing a good job with their positioning so far, just to make sure they can lock things down using the Rocket Raccoon properly for that. But we also see the Captain America corpse on the ground there, so RIP. Either way, though, some swap-offs maybe in the background. But for the side of Spades, they're just kind of struggling to get out of their spawn, and that's the big thing that we need to see it from them. Get closer to that objective, make it so that they're not trapped here with hearts right in front of their faces. And if they can do something about that, getting that pick would be huge, but they need some sort of sustainability when they're pushing in. And well, Daryl Banner and Cody are just going off.
Going off indeed. Looks like a lot of presence coming from this dive formation from the Hearts right there. Daryl Banner punching, taking out rated RKO. Down goes the Luna. 30%, 40%, and climbing. It's looking very good for the Hearts right now. Spade's really got to figure out how this triple dive melee composition is going to work right now. There's an insane lineup right there. They got to time this right, Audible. They got to figure out how they're actually going to be able to take it in.
Yeah, I mean, we did see Imperator, you know, rocking the fedora, trying to represent the new costume for the Doctor Strange. Oh my goodness, the freeze onto the Gambit so they can't even go towards them with the dive is so unfortunate, but that is one way to turn things on a dime for the Spades.
There it is right there. Big momentum. The Spades are going to be able to capture it. It looks like they will finally get some potential on the board. The Hearts ending on the funny number right there. Vibe obviously off the map for a bit of a reset. Kaplan getting a pick, taking out Tamer on the Gambit to the Rocket right there. Big power. Burnski in the front lines on the Emma. Could be big from them. And Ixia's also got Dark Child ready. This could be a good defensive position for Spades right here. But it really just depends how they outnumber the ults coming out from the Hearts. Because Hearts, they're going to have Feast of the Abyss. And that's going to chomp a lot of them.
Yeah, especially with the healing reduction that is there as well for the Feast of the Abyss. It's going to be making it that much more difficult for them to do anything, but Brainiac backs does come through. Fate of Both Worlds, pretty much a solid counter against it, but a KO still comes out either way. A triple for Cody. He's not going to be stopped whatsoever.
Absolutely. Big picks from Zaza right there. Double KO coming out from the Widow. Taking out Burnski in the end there. It does give Hearts capture position back right now. But you know what? Climbing to the percentage. It looks like this might be the final fight for Spades to try and turn it here.
Yeah, and Spades, I mean, they look solid when they were able to at least secure some percentage, but that team fight loss against them, just feeding Cody fuel for the fire and maybe some post-match interviews in the future. They were talking some big game in that dueling interview, but now they are putting up the numbers as well.
Putting up the numbers indeed. And who's putting it up right now with Anixia diving straight for Zaztek, the Dark Child. He's going crazy right there, Big Agamotto. Whoa! Prime Imperator right there, helping Vibe get the pick, take out Cody right there. Burnski takes out Tamer. Overtime's ticking off right now. Everybody's going forward, but the Seraphim Shield is blocking the action right there. Massive value coming out from Spades as they turn it. They did use about 3 ultimates there to make it. And in return, Hearts only did pop, I believe, the Rocket Amplifier. Maybe a little bit of a Brainiac bounce from Cody, but it's good value for them. It's good value, and they do take it back, and they're climbing 50%. It's feeling good.
Yeah, so we'll see how the World Breaker Hulk comes into play for Daryl Banner. We also have Solus with their ultimate available as well. The Raging Royal Flush, giving them that speed, that damage boost, that extra burst damage that comes out as well, and the extra jump, just so you're going to have an even more threatening Hulk coming at you. And you do not want the Green Menace to be even more improved while you're trying to hold down a point.
Unbelievable base right there from Kaplunk's Flush right there, leading Spades straight to the spawn doors of Hearts practically. Hearts are on the back foot right now. Final chance for them to get a fight here. If Hearts want to take it back, they do have the ultimate advantage. Ominous has, you know, Fate of the Abyss online. Daryl can, you know, bring out a bit of Monster Hulk action. Really depends right now. 90% for Spades. If they keep it going, they're going to keep the action and they're going to take point. Waiting to see who's going to contest first.
Yeah, I think they're going to just wait for the moment to strike for those ultimates until they have it as close as they can, maybe a single pick for that. And exactly as we see that happen, the Spades, their magic does go down. Sonic Seduction here as well, making it so the Hulk is a moot point. Venom taken out of the equation as well, sending them off of the Abyss into the waist below for the waterfall. Impaired to just trying to stay alive with their own shield onto the objective, but the Heart still holding things down. Agamotto doesn't really manage to get anyone. Does get at least a pick though, at least, so that'll be huge for the Spades. They try to fight back against the Hearts, who seem to have it locked down for a moment there.
Absolutely, overtime's ticking off right now. Ominous putting in the work on the Venom, a big crunch right there, takes out Imperial in that last fight. It's going to give him value. Overtime's ticking off. Does anybody from the team have a chance to make it? Is anyone there to contest? Oh, looks like a bit of a sacrifice play from Kaplank. Allows Vibe to go in. Roar of Bust is just not enough. And there it is. Hearts do take Warrior Falls for the first round.
Headed to the spaceport now. Then into the Institute of Science for later if we do get to that. But hey, the Spades were able to bring it back at least a little bit, right? It seemed like total domination from the Hearts at the beginning. They were just wiping the floor, sending them back to the spawn room, and making it so that they wish they had never showed up for the show match. But the Spades, they were able to win things out. Waited till they had the cards being right in their hands, and as we look at the replays here, well, that was an unfortunate death there from Onyxia, but we saw Cody just frag out so many times. No one could stop them once we had the Raging Royal Flush come through, too. Some good pushbacks from the Spades onto the Hearts, but they didn't get as many picks was the big thing when they had these full pushes and used these ultimates for the Spades, and that's where things turned around for the Hearts. They were able to still win things out at the end. Even with Imperator using their Eye of Agamotto, it didn't really hit anyone except the backline there for a moment, so it just wasn't enough for them to actually get the ultimate victory in OT. So hopefully they can get a good foothold here on the objective. They are using the portal initially. It actually baits out two of them, takes down TzTamer immediately.
Absolute presence right there. Kaponk's going to clip that one for TikTok later. I know it. At the same time, Ominous going to hit that big Venom action, taking out rated RKO. Bernski's gone for Cody. I told you. What have I told you? Just 1v1 duels everywhere. Everybody's just having a bout. Everybody's. What are they fighting? Guys, the objective is in the other room. Where are you? There we go.
There's just someone sitting on the objective too.
The contest was respectable, but it does go to the Spades right now. Kapunk building up that Royal Flush. Onyxia already with Darkchild. Already Onyxia has Darkchild. Insane. What a magic.
Wild. Yeah, they wanted to get into the fray immediately. That's why they wanted to get the Darkchild out there as quickly as possible. Get those 1v1s. Took out TzTamer immediately. Thankfully, the BRB beacon was there to bring them back into the fold. Daryl Banner is saying, hey, catch these hands. I got some speed boosted a little bit. But even with Kaplunk getting stunned out, Eye of Agamotto comes through, and that's a massive one as well. Some conversions between both teams, but Rated RKO tries to keep them in the fight and not use their ultimate too soon, but they are going to be wasted before the objective is captured again by the Hearts.
Absolutely right there, turning it at the 35% mark. It's a good position for the Hearts to be in right now. I will say ultimate favor leans to them slightly, but you know, Bernstein's going to have that Sonic Seduction very quickly. And even then, like, we got the Ensong Inferno combination, Vibe and Burn. You know, they're homies. Maybe we could see something big here.
Yeah, Ensong Inferno would be massive if they can use that and have it so that they are just stunning people from on the objective and they can't even escape the Phoenix's wrath. But we do have the Sonic Seduction coming through here now from Bernski. Ominous just trying to escape as best as possible. The Vanguard's targeting, and the Cosmic Yard Amplifier actually there blocks some of the damage as it does take it out, so it won't last as long as they would want it to. TzTamer, the assassin in charge here, waiting for the sniping angle, seeing if they can get a single pick onto people on the objective, but just doesn't prove to be enough just yet. Hearts doing what they can. Brainiac bounce is going to be deflated very quickly.
Absolutely right there. Going in Solus. Holding the Creed of the Gambit right there. Zaza getting a double KO. Big plasma action as well, making it happen. Solus big. Oh! The pole slam. Oh! Solus takes out Bernski. Bernski takes out Solus. The 1v1 trade is clean, but it's also cleaner when Onyxia there is with the absolute massive blade swinging. Tries to get some value, but Tamer takes him down in the end, which does give Hearts the power to claim back capture. Spades are regrouping fast though, and look, you know, Kaplank is building up to that Royal Flush once again, but Imperator does have Agamotto online. This could be an entry point for them if Onyxia's Darkchild is there to just give them that extra bit of damage in the next fight.
Yeah, they're just going to be careful of Solus when they do pop that Eye of Agamotto, just because the cleanse is available to them if they have enough cards stacked up. So we'll see if they are going to be opting for that themselves. We also have the Worldbreaker Hulk here from Daryl Banner. They're going to just wait till probably the last moment to use it so that they can secure the point if they even need to. Actually, they're still throwing hands against the tank line. And there's the Ensong Inferno. Not going to get the picks that they were wanting, but still clears people off the objective for now. And there's some good looks from either side, but the Hearts still racking up that percentage, which is massive.
Oh, absolute. Oh, domination right there coming out from... What did we say? We're going to see some Hulk action. It's going to be Daryl Banner. Oh, there's a portal. Could this be big? Imperator's trying to see if they can kidnap someone with the portal, potentially?
Yeah, no luck with that, unfortunately, but they will get on the objective for it, so we'll see what they can do here as well. Liger, again, one going down so quickly. Kaplunk, that's a massive get so that they actually don't even have to worry about them being sustained using their own support ultimates. Ayavagomoto does come through, and it's not going to get cleansed as fast as they would like, but they do take out everyone from the Spades, and this should be the Hearts just cleaning things up and robbing the house of all their money.
There it is. First map, taking that second Stellar Spaceport. Burning T'Challa will go to the creative team of Hearts right there. What an ecstatic performance. I like what I'm seeing so far. Strong presence coming out from the team right now. We're seeing a lot of, you know, Mr. Fantastic and Hulk. Just the presence is so good to see sometimes. Something different. And they are working on pocketing their powerhouse of Zaza, the Widow.
Yeah,
it's working.
That was awesome. I mean, Zazu was just unleashed to do whatever she wanted, right? She had the off angle. She got the final hits plenty of times so that they could enable or get enabled during those fights. And even with the ultimate timings from Daryl Banner, just keeping people contained away from the objective was massive. And seeing the way that they were able to work synergistically with their ultimates seemed to be the difference here, Liger. Spades, more individual efforts, like we saw Onyxia just at the beginning in the hallway fighting, building up their ultimate, and then immediately using it when it wasn't quite ready for a team fight. So maybe timing those a little bit better, syncing things up for Team Spades going into their next map would be the better option. But they're just having fun here, and that's what we like to see. Some crazy haymakers thrown by either side. I mean, Cody there on the first objective. Then we saw Zaza Stack popping off, and Daryl Banner getting some as well. Imperator was pretty good with those Ayavagamotos, but when you have a cleanse available on the other team for Solus, it can only last so long.
It's true, that's true. Look, you know, I'm potentially seeing some role swaps. I think coming down the line, a lot of these creators, they're very diverse in their hero pool. So there's no role lock, everybody. They can change out however they want. They can mix it up. They can run the Sinister Six duelists if they want. Have fun. Okay, you can absolutely do that. But they're going to have some time now to regroup with their team. We're going to go to a next map. As we know, Spades did lose, so they do get map choice. We're going to find out what Convoy or Convergence map they're going to be going to. It's going to be exciting to see what they'll pick. When we find that out, it's going to be definitely a map, hopefully, that gives them the strengths maybe to enable these dive players. You know, we've got that Venom factor, the Magic, the BP. What's a map that doesn't help a Widow? Who knows? You know, there's got to be a map out there that they can pick that can help them with their angles. Look, listen, long sight lines, it's not going to help. I wouldn't touch Yggdrasil path. Probably
no,
not the
I was
case,
just thinking that it's not really the best option, especially on that first checkpoint when you try to get to it through the little turnabout, because you have that like high ground area that you can just snipe people from. Exactly. Really annoying to get someone who's entrenched there specifically, but there's a couple different options that they can go for. So I'm curious to see what they go for. I mean, we could see a Midtown be an option there. There's a lot of different hallways you can kind of bob and weave in and out of, so that might be more difficult for a Black Widow to be as lethal. But I feel like with the way Zazastock was playing, anywhere that they are able to post up is going to be lethal. So it's going to be a hard way to counter this team. That was a great look for Hearts. Spades had their work cut out for them. Yeah,
listen, honestly, the thing that differentiates Black Widow is that she's actually kind of counter dive, which is so strange to have as a property on a sniper.
She's really mobile.
Yeah. Sprint, high jump, the kick, the grappling. Like, I understand why she doesn't have the Widow's Bite now, because giving her a stun would have just been broken. Like, it makes sense.
Oh my gosh.
But then again, they've made more things broken. So season 6, it's probably happening. A team up with Electro. I don't know. I've been saying this. I would love Electro in the game. I'd love someone that could rival Human Torch in disguise, bit of elemental action. Make it happen, Netties. Bring him out. But besides the things that we want Netties to do, what I want these players to do is keep on putting on a show, because I'm entertained. I know everybody's enjoying the show. Vodable, I'm having fun casting with you, bro. This is actually mad fun. We're warming up. We're getting ready. The players warming up too. It's only the first game. The first game. Today, tonight, wherever you're watching across the world, it's going to be an absolute banger. So we hope you're enjoying the Oceanic Rivals. Love that it's a Tier 1 event. We're having a good time here. Sure.
Yeah. It's been a great time so far. I mean, hey, it went to overtime, and both of those points could have easily gone to a 0.3 if the Spades are able to lock things down. But just the overwhelming offensive ultimate usages from Team Hearts proved to be the difference maker towards the end of it there. And we just saw some great synergies between all facets of it. The Vanguard line, the Duelist line, and the Strategist line on their side of things. And no slouches from the Spades, I do have to mention. I mean, all of them doing the work necessary. Some great heals from both ends. Some great damage and final hits coming out from the Spades, but that the more dive brawly comp that we were seeing from them was more heavily countered by just the sustainable presence of a Mr. Fantastic and 2 other Vanguards, right? So it's harder to counter in that fashion.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just want to remind everybody, the player's on your screen. All right, I've put a little link in the chat. Hopefully that's showing up in Vodable's chat as well. Everybody,
Indeed,
check out that link. Go to the thread. Follow all these amazing creators. Even the pro players are going to be playing later today. These are some of the best OCE talent we have. We want to really showcase them today. And right now, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Listen, there he is. Wolverine? Magneto? Hey, surprised we didn't see any Magneto last round. That's a miracle in our Marvel Rivals tournaments. But Magneto's finally showing up. But what interests me most of all here, Vodable,
30 seconds before you
what
attack.
the hell is Cody doing on Penny? this is dangerous. This is very dangerous.
they're ready for the setups. They're playing the aggressive style Penny, so they're gonna try, because I've seen some lineups for it. They're gonna try and set themselves up. You see this staircase on the right? You can actually break down the wall between that staircase to the left of it and have a wide open area of your mines going directly to their back line. So that's a way you can actually play more aggressive on Spider Islands as Penny from this first objective if you can push up to there. You can also have, where the objective is right here into that first hallway. You can set up your mine spawner there as well. So there's a couple different options you can go for how Cody's going to play this one, but it looks like they're just going to keep moving forward and they're just getting free reign for now. They're just going right behind them and going to get them stuck in the objective area. So this is going to be interesting what Spades are going to do to counter it.
Hold on right now. Looks like Spades are a bit spread out. They need to regroup. The rest of their team. Anixia picked off by Solus. Starting off from the Daryl banner of Kidnap. Wolverine was big value separating them. But Spades are regrouping now. They're bunkering in as the Hearts are moving around. Venom swinging around the back. There's already a nest there behind them. Where are they going to escape to? But just a minefield, like you said. Big value coming out from that Penny. Tamer's putting in the work on the rocket. Ominous doing a lot as well, and Zaza is just getting picks.
Huge pick onto Imperator there too. The Spades have not been able to have a hold against the Hearts this series so far. We saw them, win some team fights, and then they got some percentage from that before, but it's just been a struggle for them to stop this advancement that seems unstoppable from the Hearts, and it's no immovable objects on the side of Spades. Maybe they need a thing, who knows? But either way, with the positioning that we've seen from Cody with these mine spawners, it's been so frustrating for anyone to try and move in towards them. They got to focus them down as best as possible, and thankfully they do have some extra speed and damage and ferocity here with the Gambit ultimate.
Absolutely, right now, big powers coming in. Zaza taking a pick on Kaplunk. Ominous, big crunch taking out Burnski. Amplify is putting in the work right now, enabling the Hearts to just keep on pumping forward right there. Ominous takes out Nixia, Imp is falling as well to Zaza. Another pick from Zaza, that's rated RKO down to the Sniper once again. That's so many of them down. That's going to get them past that first gate. Hearts are moving into the second section of Spider Islands right now. Tokyo 299 is a dangerous map when you get momentum right now for the defensive team. Spades really got to get something going here. And already the terrain destruction from Ominous. Big slams coming through. Vibe taken down by Daryl. And the power is just going forward right now. Spades are just on the back foot against Hearts.
Already setting up those mine traps as well. So even if they try to push in, they can't really escape. Or if they try to retreat, they might fall for the victimization that they find themselves in if they go towards the actual webs themselves. And there seems to be a spider theme going on for the Hearts, right? They have Black Widow, they have Penny Parker, they have Venom. We're on Spider Islands, and they are webbing up the competition so they cannot escape from their clutches, and they are dominating.
Absolutely right now. Big domination. Oh, Burnski, what are you doing? Oh, webbed up and out of here. Absolutely locked down. Everybody's just getting absolutely denied by the Penny. Right now, immediately switch up the composition. Try to figure out how do you shut down Penny Parker right now. Cody's the threat that is absolutely webbing them all up. Spade's got to really pull through here. But look, you know what's online? That Sonic Seduction, and it could turn the tides for them very quickly.
That it could, but if they're getting sniped by Zaza, just wasting their HP bar as best as possible is going to be a tough spot for them. So trying to see if they can at least click some heads. That's not going to be enough with these support ultimates going through. So We saw the Eternal, or not the Eternal, excuse me, the Fate of Both Worlds coming through there. Penny just using their ultimate to position and have their little mind buddies follow them. And there's some great looks from Cody. They're playing the aggressive Penny perfectly, moving forward towards the back line, making sure that they can web up the competition with their right click, which, again, I think that's on like a 2 or 3 second cooldown. So you get it back so fast, and using that teamed up with a Black Widow, so if you web someone up and they can get a headshot afterwards, it is a lethal combo.
Listen, you know what's even more lethal than that? The desire I have right now to just jump on this team and play Moon Knight and just handle those nests. Just absolutely start shredding through. You got to get something that's going to shred through from a range right now. That's what's missing on Spades. I like the Bucky pick from Vibes. It's actually helping. And I like Imperator's on the thing, Vulnerable. You called it. The immovable object has finally shown up. This is big. This is actually what we want to see. They're going to be switching to a really good defensive composition here, and I like that Bernski's staying on the Iron Fist here. That's going to give him a lot more front pressure. But right now, they just need something to wall off this sniper, because these shots don't miss, and Daryl slashing through. 3 are down from Spades. Massive picks. Is there a chance for Daryl to go for an ultimate here? Is Daryl getting hungry for it? Nah, they're going to save it for now. Take it easy. RKO down as well. Big presence from the Hearts right here. They're going to be turning around that, that uphill section and a couple more corners away from victory for them right now. Oh, Anixia steals a pick on Tamer. Vibe taking out Cody. Hold on, Spades are turning it.
Okay, yeah, just sneaking around. Saw they were in their back line for a moment, able to at least get a pick to even the odds just a little bit. Miss on the icing, but doesn't really matter because the cake is being taken by Vibe. They also have their Kraken Impact available to them, so that's going to be a big piece of resistance against their opponents. And Imperator, I'm liking the way they're using the anti-street charge. Get out of dodge fast if you need to. You don't have to worry about getting pressured too much with it. But Anixia also slicing and dicing the competition. This is the first really pushback we've seen from the Spades.
Absolutely right there. This is exactly what you want to see. Competitive bout. Let's take an RKO. Big picks. Tamer takes out Imperator. Looks like it's going to be up to Vibe right now. Just on the front line. Bucky trying to get in the work right there for the Dark Child. Anixia is swinging. Massive value right there. Almost taking out Vibe. Down goes Anixia. Just when he thought it was big value. Hearts just regroup and reposition and shut down the momentum from the Spades there. No. Stars are getting another pick, taking out Kaplunk. That is, okay, that's got to be personal at this point now. That's got to be targeted.
Yeah, just focusing them so many times. Kaplunk can't even do anything about it. And they do have the Raging Cajun Royal Flush. See what they can do with it. Kraken Impact available as well. Darren Banner does get res, so that's going to be a moot point once that KO came through. But there's the reset. There's another one coming through. Multiple dropping it down. Kaplunk does get taken out, though, by Cody in the wings, but doesn't matter when the rest of the competition is vanquished for now. The point is taken. Kraken Impact followed through. Can they get the final one? They at least got a hit onto it, but it's not enough for the conversion.
Okay, well, you know what? I think we literally just got vibe checked right there. A bit of Bucky action to turn the tide. What's more Marvel Rivals than Bucky? Just Kraken Impact and just attracting all of the attention and just changing the way the game is played. That's just the Winter Soldier in a nutshell. But the living chi is flowing through Bernski. On for big punches, rushing straight for Cody. Drawing away onto the Phoenix right now. Big counters, another roundhouse. Hoodless kick and started down. Taken down by Daryl on the Wolverine.
Oh, that was a massive stun by the Phoenix too. Kept themselves alive because they were a 1-2 punch away from getting vanquished from the objective. So there's still some good footholds by the Spades. They're still holding on as best as possible. They gotta worry about that Penny Parker though. Using the dash so they can heal themselves. Kraken Impact, not gonna go off where they want it to, but they want to make sure they sustain as best as they can on this objective. And as I mentioned, that 2 of them dropping like flies, the Cosmic Heart Amplifiers, giving them all the damage and health boost that they need. Finally having to pop the ultimate here for Luna Snow. We'll see if it's enough.
It's enough indeed. The Fate of Both Worlds is going to give them another chance at fighting here. Might be able to get it to overtime. Might even be able to hold it. 20 seconds left. Big ultimate's coming out. Penny's running on through. The Phoenix drops down. It's burning up. Ominous with the triple KO, and that's big value coming from the Venom. Big crash and burn right there. From that symbiote fire action, from that combo, from both of them. My goodness. Are we in the season with Null again? What's going on? The Venom Phoenix combos are back? Hello? It's literally a time travel at this point. But right now, I gotta say, that's a good defense from Spades. They really brought it down to that last few seconds, and they allowed them to just, not let them have such a clean push as they did in the first 2 sections of the map. And that gave them a bit more morale boost. I think on attack, we're gonna see something different from Spades. I think they're just warming up.
wasted a lot of time towards the end was the prerogative for them, for sure, because they knew, hey, they're going to get to that third checkpoint. So let's just make it that much more difficult for them to have an easy going if we do make it an OT face-off afterwards. And well, we saw some good picks, you know, here as well for the Dark Child, for Onyxia. Great looks for Vibe on the Bucky with the Kraken impacts, using them as best as possible too. Burnski also did some great work. I mean, everyone on the team did what they needed to hold things down, but when you're facing off against an aggro Penny Parker and, you know, a Black Widow could snipe you from afar no matter what the angle is, plus the support style that we see from the rest of their team, it's a tough spot to find themselves in. But look at these heroes that have potential for the hearts. There is the Hand of Khonshu and Strangling Prison combo. Gonna be online momentarily.
What am I looking at? This is an insane composition from both teams, actually. Let's see how long it holds. Oh, a big root wall. Did kind of put Burnski in a bit of a tough spot there, but he would jump back to his team. Returns fire. TzTamer on the Moon Knight putting in the work. Vibe on the Daredevil. Can we see some of that lawyer action right there? Solus takes out Vibe. Never mind. The lawyer is not going to court today. But nonetheless, that's a pick right there. Pirita on the Atom. I'm telling you, this team is just so diverse. Everybody's role switching. I like it. Maybe this is the composition to keep them going.
Could be. Res might be the answer. And we've seen it be a thorn in the side of so many different pro compositions before if you have it one-sided. But, you know, if it does come down to a res off, then Hearts can also swap to it. But there's the Hand of Khonshu already coming out. Now, don't even need Strangling Prison themselves. So we'll at least get a couple of picks here and there. But the Hearts are vanquished themselves if the Groot does get finally picked off. And also some good looks from Vibe chasing it down the Gambit. I feel like Daredevil's a pretty decent counter to Gambit just because you can go directly after them. They don't have as many options to escape.
I agree. Honestly, you know, most of the time I'm playing any hero. Gambit beats me in every single 1v1, but Daredevil, you're right, seems to be that 1v1 guru. Maybe has, you know, just the right amount of just firepower to be able to take out Gambit's just repeated moves. But oh, speaking of repeated moves, big Strangler Prison right there. TzTamer holding it down. That's going to take one pick. Fed both worlds from RKO does keep the rest of the team nice and healthy, though. There's 4 left for them to stall. Let's see if it's enough. Garaban is taking out Kaplunk. Vibe falls as well. That's another big pick from TzTamer on the Moon Knight. RKO goes down. And that is a good defensive hold for the Hearts right there. Spades almost had it.
It's tough because I feel like that might not have been the best option for using the ultimate there for the Spades, right? They only had one team member remaining with them. A full reset and saving that for the next team fight could have been the better option. But when you're in a panic state like that, surrounded by Groot walls, there's only one button you can press, and sometimes it's Q.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, right now, you know, their plan of action could be a lot of different factors here. You know, you've got, you know, Vibe ready to go with that ultimate. Could be big, you know, Daredevil action. There's a lot of potential there. But ideally, this Groot wall is the factor here. If Cody can try to block off Vibe from just getting to their backline, getting to the Widow, getting to Solus on the Gabba, there could be a lot of presence there for them. But, you know, a minute 34, let's see if they hold it down.
Ooh, here comes the Worldbreaker Hulk. They'll let the Devil out. It's not going to even be available. They'll be caged and confined a little bit earlier than they would have liked to. A good jump and kidnap themselves from Burnski, but they will have a triple res coming through from Imperator. They get vanquished themselves for their efforts, but still not enough to stop them from moving towards the objective. Here it goes for the magic, just slicing and dicing. Dark Child unleashed, and maybe not enough for them to clear off the objective because the Heart's still locking it down as best they can. And there's the 1v1 fight coming through. Good looks here. We did see the Devil get unleashed by Vibe. And everyone's pushed off the objective for Hearts. They're finally forced off of it in the first checkpoint. There's one last touch. I thought they were going to get it there for a moment, and finally they do get it.
Unbelievable from Vibe. Let him out. Let the Vibe out. Honestly, what an insane, just persistent Daredevil. I gotta also give shout out to the Luna team up right there with Blade and Moon Knight. I want to see it cook, you know. We need to see that combo. We're waiting to see the setup, the value of it. But they are going to commit to that Blade combo. And we have heard stories about the Daryl Blade. Maybe a Hulk player, but we heard a little bit of Blade is in that training arc as well. Let's see if it's going to be enough. But Gambit, as we know, never folds. Let's see if they can move their team forward. Solus is trying to barrel them forward. Daryl takes out Vibe. Big shots from Zaza taking out Imperial in the distance right there. So far away from the action, but still so impactful to it. What a sniping presence.
Yeah, this is not the angle you want to be trying to hold if you are the spades turning around this quarter. You have to be on the objective in some capacity to move towards it, and they are just sectioned off at their spawn. They can't even poke their heads out because they will be taken off by zykric here with the sniper rifle, and they almost have their ultimate built up, which makes it that much more difficult for people to move and locks them in place. So we finally do see them get towards the objective, pulling out the Thor, which is, you know, an unorthodox hero, but I do like to see it represented every now and again.
There it is. Big action coming out from Tamer on the moon. Other hand, Khonshu catches Imperial and outrated RKO. Big picks. Oh, Anixia Bernsk. Everybody's going down, my goodness. But wait, just when they're going down, they're born again. It's a full team. Karmic revival from Imperator. Aura is being farmed right now. The spades are back in action. They're going to be rushing on in. Aura's going forward. Cody takes out Compliant. Who's next to be taken out? Vibe goes straight for zykric, taking out the Widow. That's massive value in the back line. Tries to go for another. Caught out by Tamer and the Penny supporting them. Cody right there. Fate of both worlds being popped by Ominous right there. Keeping the Hearts sustained their defense, but the swing in action from Dark Child and Ixia is enough to push forward. Then the Thor to the skies. Let's manage to a spider nest. You know what? Worth. I'll take it.
It's always worth. Clear the battlefield as best you can and then rain it down lightning bolts from your hands that you're throwing at the competition. That is what we're seeing here from Bernski. But the rest of their team still trying to stay alive, and it's not enough, especially with a Moon Knight in the back line. They're just taking them apart at the seams, throwing onks and crescent moons left and right until they have a full eclipse against the competition.
There it is right there. It's a massive fight, but still putting spades back in spawn here. A little bit of Jeff action from Imperator. If they can build an ult real quick, they might, you know what? It's a good pick, you know? As we know, the ultimate, it goes for everything. It might be the move. Gambit's going in. Kaplan gonna lead the team. And at the same time, Source as well. Everybody on this roster of both teams right now want to hit their own Royal Flush, but it's going to be Vibe going forward. Bernski follows up. Big plays from the Dead Devil. That's a double KO for the Dead Devil.
They definitely let the devil out on this one. Unleashed and unlocked against the competition. But is it enough? Again, look how much time is left to them. One final hold could come through from the Hearts to stop them from getting some extra time. We do see them on the objective. Blade looking to go all out if they can, but they'll also be vanquished before they can even stop the second checkpoint for being activated. So Spades have a little bit more time in the bank for now, but will it be enough?
You know what? What wasn't enough was the confidence from you, Daryl. I would have ulted. I would have buried the light right then and there. You had everything on your side. You had every moment. All right, everybody was in front of you. Next time, commit for the cause, for the clip. Never mind. This is why I don't play pro. I'm too much for the moment, not for the marathon. But anyways, into the action. Still a minute on the clock left for the Spades right now. They're still kind of in the same position as Hearts were before. You know, there's a chance they could take this to the end right here if they play their cards right. And it looks like, you know, there's a Gambit there that could answer that question. Kapunk is closest to that Royal Flush.
Oh, we have the thousand-fold slash coming through and the plasma burst just to do some extra damage, but the psionic seduction might just be enough to keep them off the objective and have things moving forward still. Look at all the ultimates in the back though for the Hearts. They're ready to unleash some mayhem on the competition. We have the Spider Sweeper coming through. Hand of Khonshu might come unlock afterwards, but this is a good counter for Kaplunk, just keeping that aggressiveness going on the objective, and they're already at the final way that they need to. The It's Jeff also was not enough to get people off the objective for now. They need somebody to touch for the Hearts and barely do it the last second. They're vanquished though, and it will be going to overtime.
I am actually hyped for this. We want to see some overtime action, Vaudeville. This is what we want to see. A close bout. Now it's time for both teams to push again. Hearts only have a 9-second lead, but
How much?
Spades have winners momentum right now. They're feeling confident. They're back in it.
Yeah, they're going to be on the attacking side because they had the less time available to them. So we'll see what the Hearts do on defense and the Spades on the attacking end. I mean, they felt a lot more confident there, right? Because they had the momentum in their favor. Somehow Cody, when they swapped to the Penny, they looked better on offense than on defense. So the group was working out decently before. I just feel like they lost confidence as Spades were gaining confidence throughout those fights. And the Daredevil was the MVP in my books, clearing out the space, the back line, and making it so that they didn't have as much of an entrenchment as we saw in that second checkpoint. And the reses from Imperator were also crucial.
Ooh, listen, hey, whatever happens after the fact, I don't care. Just witnessing a 5-person Karmic Revival is always going to be beautiful to see. But 15 seconds till these doors open again, and we're going to get back into it. Overtime, round 2 on this map, seeing who's going to take it. Oh, the Bucky's back. I'm liking that. Looks like Hearts are going to roll out what they still are confident in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to back on the Venom. This is big here. Let's see how it holds.
Yeah, I do like keeping up with the Penny too, having both of those nests as best as possible to lock things down before they turn the corner. But it's all going to come down to what Vibe does to enable this team to create that space for them, have people focus them down as much as they can. And you see Daryl going after them immediately. They're not going to give Vibe any space to work with.
Absolutely not right now. And as we know, Spades don't really have much besides a Burnski in the front line. They really need to take an angle here and try to get some enabling with Vibe, maybe even build up for the Kraken impact for Nixia. But look, nothing to consider here. No matter how well you defend, if a Jeff builds that ult, run, because he's going to throw you off the map. And that's what Imperator is going to be building towards right now. But I will say, Tamer's close to the Amplifier. Give him a bit of sauce, give him a bit of juice. Ooh, Daryl taken down to Puny Bruce. Imperator getting the pick there. 5 seconds left. We're definitely going into overtime. Fight starts on.
It's a good look for Spades if they can keep it moving and down in main, but Daryl Banner's not going to give them the time of day, especially the heals that are coming towards them. The Cosmic Guard Amplifier is going to make it even more difficult, especially getting webbed up. They're trying their best to stay alive on the objective, but that might be all she wrote, especially Imperator just getting chased down by the Hulk. No time left to get on the objective, so this does bode well for the Hearts when they go on their own attacking spree. Not much meterage taken by the Spades.
Ooh, not much at all. It's going to be literally a bunker composition that's going to need to be brought out here if you're going to try to hold this. This is going to be big. Wait to see what the Hearts are at. Okay. We see the Black Panther and the magic. Hey now.
I like it.
What's going on?
I like it. They're just having fun. That's what's going on right now. So we'll see if it comes out from these two. Tamer, no, they're going back to actual strategists instead. But we'll see. Triple strategist coming out Rescomp from the Hearts end. So we'll see how effective that's going to be for them. Jeff, Gambit, and Adam Warlock. I like it, you know, it's unorthodox. Okay, maybe swap it to the Invis might make a little bit more sense, but might as well have fun, you know. You're already up by a map. If it goes to another, you're feeling confident. Doesn't matter too much.
Absolutely, absolutely right there. Seeing
the tech here from Nixia.
I was about to say, somebody knows their hero and every spot on every map. That's a magic specialist right there. If I say, I don't see much magic in pro play. I would like to see more of that.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some, like every so often, if someone's wanting to play a little bit more divey, and they've been pretty decent in recent history with the patches, but a lot of people are just hesitant to play them. We do see Imperator going for the play. It's against Cody himself, the one he dueled in the interview. No, don't get clipped on.
Oh, absolutely farmer right there. I can't believe a portal play worked right here in Oceanic Rivals. Are you kidding me right now? That is a moment right there. There's big power coming forward. Rated with the big claps. Nixia taking out Cody. Hold on a second. Already down again? Forced to use the cocoon this time because there's not much time to have another fight. Oh, I'm going to stun the big P. Big resets. But just gets patty caked out of opportunity and taken down by Rated RKO. Zaz at the same time turns the tide, taking out Vibe in return. Oh, Nixia almost made it out, but a bit of limbo action keeps them in a safety. Oh my days, getting chased down by the Widow. Widow refuses to get dived without diving back.
Good focus there on the Venom too, unlike my ranked teammates who always just ignored them and let me die on the back line. But this is some good synergy we're witnessing from the Spades. They only have to hold it down for a couple more seconds, but there's the It's Jeff coming through this time, swallowing up the competition. They got 2 for what it's worth, but not enough to escape. No Magneto bubbles to keep them safe.
Ooh, big plasma burst coming out from Zaza Stack. Massive value overtimes in full effect. That's the final ditch effort here. Red RKO hits the fate of both worlds, matching her with the roll flush. That's sustain. That's going to be pain for the Hearts, but they're holding it down. Potentially there. Solus takes out Onyxia. A big value from the Gambit, but the vibe. He's letting himself out right now, going full crazy, running straight for the Jeff, trying to go for it, slamming absolute full truncheon action onto the Venom Daryl banner right there. Going for it. Banner's trying to stay alive. So much pain, so much sustain is pouring into this Venom. Zaza takes 5 out in return. Massive presence from the Hearts right here, keeping Daryl alive. And again, a comic revival from Cody.
Directly on the objective as well, just to make it so they can't even stop them. Black Panther does come through again too, finally getting on the objective. There is the Tremble before Bass, Darkchild potential, but they can't do much with it, unfortunately. It seems like the time is nigh for the Hearts to dominate, and they take yet another map.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. What an exciting map too in this best of 5 series. That was good. It's map point for the Hearts. If they take one more map, they take that grand prize. But I think Spades are cooking something valuable here. I don't know. You know, I don't sense a 3-0. I really don't. I think they figured something out. I think they just didn't have the time to work with. I feel like halfway through that map, they locked in. They figured out what they can do, and I'm really keen for this next map. But as we can see, so much is being just poured in right there. So much value. I'm talking like, wow. Wow, the healing, just insane right there. Put up from Raid RKO, massive Luna presence. You got to give a lot of respect to the fact that Burnski was on Iron Fist, on Emma, just absolutely role switching when needed to work around their fellow teammates and just bring out such diverse compositions. But it just wasn't enough to take down the rest of the Hearts. The Hearts held it down. Massive numbers. My goodness, look at these eliminations. Good
yeah,
Lord.
I was about to say.
Holy.
The final hit difference between Hearts and Spades is not to be understated. And yeah, the reses, you know, did inflate it just a little bit there. But looking at how things have gone up to this point so far, Spades have done all that they can. They had some good looks, some good ultimates. But the Hearts just seemed to be outpacing them a couple of moments that were crucial enough for them to get the victory throughout these first 2 maps. So Spades gave it their all, just didn't prove to be enough at the end of the day. Hearts figured things out and had a bit more unorthodox composition styles that worked out well enough for them. So that's their name of the game. Play something that they don't know how to counter, and it's been doing really well for them.
Yeah, absolutely right there. Well, look, you know, they've got the information now. Can they download it? Can they try to activate a new composition here for the Spades? Of course, you know, we are going to go to a little brief intermission, a little quick break. That's good time for a team to try and reset and figure out what to do going into their next match. If for both these teams, Hearts could use that to their advantage and just claim that 3-0 and move on, and we go to the Pro Show match. Or a Spade's going to utilize that time, refresh their mental, come through with a different composition, and go there and maybe hit the reverse sweep, make them weep. You never know. You never know. Could happen. Could happen.
It's going to be interesting regardless of how things go down. Again, still a couple maps to go for this one. So, I mean, we see that, you know, they're saying, you know, 48-7 that we saw there. I have to highlight this one. He is him. That's what we saw there from Ominous specifically, because the amount of effectiveness from Ominous on that too was just insane. Putting up all the KOs, even though they didn't have the most final hits, they were still keeping the back line as the Black Panther, keeping them off the objective towards the end. And I think that might have been just enough to push them off and through the finish line to get that victory. So shout out to Ominous there, but shout out to the rest of the team too. Just wanted to highlight some more chats. So make sure you guys are chatting in the chat here on all the channels, so you can maybe get some highlights here as we have our little own cameras up as well. But Liger, it's been a pleasure so far for these first 2 maps.
We're having a good time. I'm loving it. Very excited to see what the next map's going to be. But before we jump into the next map, we actually going to have another... We're going to check in. As you know, we hear about the creators, we hear about the pros, we hear about the people in OCE. We're going to have a check-in. We're going to have another interview with 2 players, right? Another dual interview. Maybe it won't be as toxic as Imperial and Cody. Maybe we'll learn something different. We'll find out. We'll find out. We're very, very soon we'll find out. I'll double check with Prod. We might go to a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into that map 3. It's gonna be absolutely bloody awesome. Can't wait.
I believe we're going to break. There we go.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you're like, oh, are we staying on us? Or are we going to break?
That was.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody, to Oceanic Rivals. A love letter to year one, celebrating 1 year of this amazing game, this amazing scene, these amazing people. And speaking of amazing people, I've got with me here today Audible. Audible, welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. It's been great to be here so far to see the action between all these amazing creators so far, and we'll have the pros on later. But I hear we have an interview lined up between, you know, a little bit of a household rivalry between these two creators.
Oh, okay. You know, we saw a little bit of a bit of targeted focusing happening in those last two maps. You know, maybe we're gonna find out why. You know, why are they focusing each other? Is it because someone's got to do the dishes? Does somebody have you know, a vendetta? Someone trying to prove a point? All I know is that it's an absolute blood feud between these two right here when it comes to these two. But we're gonna get there soon. We're not there yet. We're getting that interview nice, prepped and ready. But of course, you know, we're here. Still want to give a shout out to all the creators here participating in the Creators of Passion show match here today. Having a good time. Hearts in the chat, everybody. Get some hearts in the chat for everybody. Hearts in the chat for Audible. Hearts in the chat for production behind the scenes. Every now and again, we've got to give shout out to the prod behind the scenes.
I gotta run the capture
Yo,
and watch the
everyone, just wait, I hear things. I think I heard them. Was that? Oh, hold on. Voices in my head. Oh, the interview's ready.
Oh, there we go.
Hold on. Wait, what? Wait.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm here twice.
They're in the same spot.
A dual interview.
Okay, here we go.
I love it.
I can't hear.
I'm
them, sorry.
confused. Who's on whose team? Who's on whose team? Oh, there we
We're
go.
spades. We're the only one that
Roll.
matters. So.
Bro, what do you mean
Alright,
you're the
well-
only one that matters if you're spades? What the heck?
Okay, well, welcome to the Oceanic Rivals event. We've got here representing the spades is Kaplunk, and then of course representing the hearts is ZazaStack.
The
How you
better
both doing
team.
today?
Good. We're
Oh.
doing good.
Yeah, a lot of rivalry.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Perfection.
Love to see it.
Absolute
I mean,
perfection.
was there a little bit of targeting going on when you were trying to get the snipes against the spades team? Were you trying to figure out where Kaplunk was positioned just so you could take them down a peg?
Perhaps.
Well, she wasn't doing a very good job
Oh,
at it.
sure. Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Love
Fighting
to
words.
see it.
There you go. Okay, well, you know what I want to know is right now for you, Zaza, how is the team working around this Black Widow? You know, we know it's your specialist pick. Not a lot of people play it. We know you're number 2 in the world. Come on, get to number 1. We're waiting. Eventually.
I'm
But
trying,
until
man.
then,
I'm trying so hard. Look, with all the time I've had to take off to see this one or to move out with him, you know, I've lost a bit of time on getting rank 1. I'll get there. But look, I did notice they pulled out the Daredevil. Okay, they did pull out the Daredevil to try and counter me. I know that Cap knows that that's my least favorite hero to versus Widow because Daredevil has too much damn health, and yeah. So I did see that, and I know Nixie has thrown every single ultimate at me. I've seen all I've heard is "Behold, Darkchild," and I just see Anixia come out of nowhere. Like it's messed up.
I think her team have gathered around her the same way as Walker helps other people. Because they need to kind of lift that Black Widow pick up a little bit.
Okay.
They need
okay, sure. Whatever you say.
That's great.
Because when you
that's
get
great.
picked
I mean,
by a Gambit at range as a sniper, it's not a good look.
That's true.
So
That's true. I mean, Kaplunk, how are you feeling on the Gambit? You know, supporting your team as best you can. We saw some really good royal flushes just to keep you guys moving forward on that objective. You almost came out with the win there towards OT. What happened?
I think people are still getting used to playing with the Gambit. There was a couple of double ults we went off because it's just a little bit misunderstanding what Gambit can and can't cleanse. And we double ulted once or twice. A little bit confusing with the team comp. I know Imperator's trying as hard as they can, but the ping, they're like teleporting around a bit. They're trying to fill where they can. So, because I know Liga's purposely like made our team a little bit handicapped because I was on it. So that he had to. I think Zaz has paid him.
What
I think
do you
Zaz has
mean?
paid him.
What do you mean? Nah.
Breaking revelations.
that's-
Because right now, every time I've gone
I
up
ain't got no
against
cash in my
Zaz in
wallet.
comp, I've won. So
Yeah,
I
but-
think Zaz
okay.
needs this win.
Okay, but you guys gotta understand that I've won the duels in comp.
Yeah,
He's
but
just
how
won the
much net
game.
elo have you gained?
all right.
None.
All right.
But I've won
All
the
right.
duels against
All
this
right.
guy.
Okay. We're gonna let you finish off this fiery discussion in the next match. But look, we'll let you say any final words to each other's teams.
Cap's going down, and I've been telling this to him since, like, I don't know, since we knew about the event. Yeah.
You take those 2 finals on the Gambit, and I'll up you by the 5 finals on a Widow, and then we'll call it there.
Whatever he thinks, I guess.
All right,
Play
well,
anti-dive into our
leave it
dive
there.
mains again. Do it.
There you go. There you go. That's it. Dive, anti-dive. They're just having fun. They're just having fun. I'm just waiting for someone's PC to get unplugged, but hopefully not while the game's running. Thank you very much.
I'm guarding it.
Kaplank. Good luck in your next games. Have a good time. Kaplank, stop throwing cards at Zaza mid-game. That's against rules. I saw the 2-hour video. Enough of that. Back into the game. Do it in game, not in real life. Okay, do it in game. All right, in game. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Here it is. Kaplank and Zaza. Round of applause. Round of applause. I told you, Vodable, the type of creators we got here in OCE, man. Put on a show. Hilarious, entertaining, big personalities out here. It's too funny. It's too funny.
Birdsky saying, Kaplunk, you know what to do. That's great.
Pull that up.
That's great.
Pull it up. Okay. Hey. Oh, we could get physical here. We get physical. Listen, I want to see more of the thing, please. Okay, just get Wolverine. Throw him off the map. Anyways, let's relax.
Easy.
Let's calm down. They turned me back into creator. Like, you gotta be professional. Hooks up. Now, this next match, as we know, map 3. It's gonna be exciting. We're gonna jump straight into it. As we know, Spades again have map pick here. What are they gonna do? We dealt with a bit of convoy. We're probably going to convergence now. I'm very curious what map they're going to pick. We're talking potentially Jalia. Jalia is a very good, confident map, but it's got some sight lines that might not work out. Really, what is this Spades team going to do? Like you said before, Vodable, I think you know what? Midtown might be the move. I'd like to see Midtown.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe we do see that come out. I mean, we're on convergence this time, I believe. So we'll see exactly what the strategy is going to be for there. I mean, I love the new map, Heart of Heaven. It's a really fun one, and it's always cool to like see the navigations for those more dive-heavy characters through the different like smoke screens that they can go for. So maybe that's a strategy for them on that one. They could go Central Park. Central Park's a fun one, especially if you're really good at getting those initial holds on that first capture point. So there's a couple different options, although Central Park is not really good if you're facing off against a Widow now that I think about it, especially once you're on the convoy stage of it, right? Because especially when you're at that third checkpoint, trying to go up the staircase, and it's just you're staring down the barrel, trying to move up. It's not a good time. So we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're going to find out. We're going to find out very, very soon what this map's going to be. It's going to be a good one. I will say, though, on top of that factor, you know, teams kind of know each other now. We've had 2 maps to learn. They've figured out what everyone's kind of like backup pick is as well. As you know, when folks sign up for this event, we asked for everybody's top 5 heroes. Not role specific at all. We saw a good mix, a good range. Somebody put Blade. I want to see Blade.
We saw Blade. Yeah.
I want to see more
Blade.
Blade.
A little bit.
I want to see Blade bury the light and actually bury it this time. All right. That would be fun. But I will say, when that was a good pick, Penny was a standout. Cody put in a lot of work on the Penny Parker there.
Cody's just been a standout in general, though, to be fair. I mean, on the Mr. Fantastic for the domination and how they were getting like doubles and triples left and right and center. And then on the Penny, when they were attacking specifically, they weren't as effective defensively, but it did work out well when they were trying to do it in OT, right? They had that full hold strategy. I think they had a Groot and a Penny, which is just so annoying to play against. So you can't even like move from where you're trying to go to. So we'll see if something like that comes out, depending on if they're attacking and defending for this next map. But either way, I think the big thing for Spades is that they need to stop that momentum before it gets started for Hearts if they are on attack, because they just let them go all the way towards the third checkpoint and then they started fighting, and that's what did them dirty. Yes, they only had like a 9-second difference in OT, but we saw that Hearts had a little bit more ferocity on offense in comparison.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, another thing to consider here is, you know, going into this next one, again, there's no bans. Usually when we're talking about taking a little bit of a breather, a little bit of intermission, you're like, all right, guys, we're going back to the next map. We're going to ban something. Not the case here. Right now, have to think about counterplay. Not necessarily counter-picking, counterplay. Right? So if you're going to pick a map, you kind of want to funnel them into a certain composition and then try to counter that. That's sort of how Marvel Rivals works without bans. And that's sort of how my comp games works when everybody skips bans. Now, what we need to do besides nonsense is actually figure out the strengths that are going to be going to this next one. As we also know, a lot of MVP action. Cody's a standout. Zaza's a standout. Ominous is putting in the work. Massive moves from Imperator. I could see a lot
Good
more
looks from
value coming
Vibe.
out. Rated RKO as well. Massive healing. Probably one of the most healing numbers so far. And I want to remind everybody, something we forgot to mention earlier, there is a bonus 2,000 units to the MVP.
Ooh,
That's right, a bonus 2,000 units. That's enough to get something good in the shop. I'll tell you that.
that's true.
Something really
That's true.
spicy. And of course, no matter what happens, the SVP will also get a bonus 1,000 units. So the SVP and MVP of this entire best of 5 will still walk away with a little bit of extra moolah for putting on a show. So that's what we're here for. We want to reward those putting on a show, standing out, working with their team the best. But let's get into the action already.
Hey, there we
it's
go.
your map of choice. We're on it. Kunlun.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for Heart of Heaven to come out. I was also waiting for a Captain America. I mean, we had 2 Captain America like heavy hitters on the side of Spades, and we just haven't seen it so far. So now we do finally get to witness it, but they are vanquished for a second, sent back to their own timeline for now, and we'll see if there'll be enough for them to at least hold things down defensively with the rest of their team that still remains. As I say that, though, dropping like flies, and they are just getting picked apart, like just pieces falling off of a chessboard as they are just going for the checkmate on this first capture point. Hearts have not been stopped once when they are on attack, and it's not going to stop or start here now for Spades.
Absolutely right there. Oh, order from Imperator. Gonna keep the Spades in contention. It's opening on up. Pentagram for Allah is gonna keep them enabled onto this final chance to defend here early before we enter the delivery section of the map. Arrow's making it happen. Gambit's trying not to fold. Everybody's going forward. Another pick coming out from Zaza potentially. Oh, a little duel, and actually combos Vibe out of here. But in return, Burnski avenges the fellow teammate. My goodness.
A little bit, but then the rest of them fell apart like they were Thanos snapped in Infinity War. A tough spot for them to fight through, but they'll have their own revenge in due time. That was a very quick capture point, secure by Team Hearts, and kind of expected that from what we saw in Convoy, right? When they were on the attacking side, they just were unstoppable. We didn't really see too much resistance put up, but I am liking the way Burnski is playing, getting onto the back line, trying to lock down the objective, so they can't do much against it, bobbing and weaving back and forth. That's what you want to play with for the Captain America. Now it comes down to this Brainiac bounce from Cody.
Oh, in honor of Matsi. He's bouncing on it. Solus going for a bit of action as well. Rated, taken down from the fantastic power right there. Daryl, big. Oh, going for a pause, guys.
Attack pause.
Having a little tactical
Oh,
pause.
Zaza disconnected. Oh, what? Wait. Was the plug
Kaplan!
pulled?
Yo, did he pull the plug?
Did they do that?
Ain't no way.
The call came from inside the house.
Ain't no way. Get him on the line right now. Get him on the line right now. Call Kaplank's phone number right now. Put it on loudspeaker. Production, put it on loudspeaker. Yo.
Or maybe a card was
did
thrown at the PC and then accidentally hit the power cord.
It slid in through the thing and then went into the fan, into the GPU. It's just that.
Blew it up.
Guys, this is just sabotage on the highest level right now. Can we get a referee checking on Kaplunk right now? We need a photo of Kaplunk right now. Put your hands up, mate. Unbelievable. This is crazy.
Oh man.
You know. Hold on, wait, hold on. Let's see.
Down.
He's laughing. He's sitting down.
Bro
he just got up from the crime.
Yep.
I'm waiting for him to like rub his hands
Alive,
together.
yo.
Like,
He's smiling. He knows what he did. He knows what he did.
Guilty. Guilty.
That is the face of an assassin who went behind enemy lines and unplugged their PC. Wow.
Look at this guy.
What big brain
Absolutely.
plays.
He knew the counter. The counter to the Red Room programming was just to unplug the PC.
It's their own red ring of death.
Pretty much. Absolute shameless. Absolutely.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Look, what does the chat think about Kaplunk? What's the verdict?
Shameless is what Chad
Wait.
says.
They've got a really strong.
Oh, we heard that we have
I'm gonna
confirmation.
play-
That is what happened.
PC.
Wow.
That's insane. He actually, when he actually did it, that's a genuine laugh. He actually did
I'm
it.
diving mostly
He's-
to you on Bubblecuh.
Oh, I think she's back. Okay, looks
Wow.
like we might be getting into game right now. Okay, a bit of a unplanned, technical pause, tactical pause, mental reset, you name it, for both teams here.
Proof
Kaplunk's
for it
asking
didn't
for
happen.
proof. Oh, God damn. We
Oh,
don't even
man.
know what
Proof or it
happened.
didn't happen.
What is going on right now? Who unplugged the router? Who unplugged the computer? What happened? Oh,
Alright, we're back.
everybody's back in. Ready checks going off.
That's
Getting back
right.
into the
A
action.
wretched serpent
Where's the
saboteur
proof?
with his wicked
Where's
grin.
the proof?
That's what a Gambit would do. A thief in the night. Steals the connection
Absolute.
to Marvel Rivals.
Absolutely in character. In character. All right, everybody's stretching their legs, remembering what hero they're playing. Unfortunate Daryl does not get to be a Monster Hulk for now. Everybody's regrouping, reassessing where they need to be, and getting back onto objective for now. Oh, Daryl took out Burnsky on the sidelines there. Into the action right now. Just look at a lot of bulky, just Vanguard composition from Hearts. Look at these just big chunky boys right here. It's always so nice to see some Venom Hulk compositions. It's so rare. I like it. Something different, something spicy, something fun. And you know what's fun is getting frozen. Yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun.
We have the Royal Flush though that does come through from Punk, and that actually comboed with a Daredevil was so lethal, diving forward back into back line, so they can't even do anything to escape. Even the Bruce Banner won't be able to survive. Cody's just used the big head emote. They're staggering them at least for a moment. Back slashed it. That is one way to ego the competition.
Look, I turned into a bobblehead at that moment. He needs to reset. You know what? It's effective. You might as well just stand still. But look, we got to get back into it. Everybody wake up. Everybody get going. Royal Flush rolling out from TzTamer right there, going to be enabling the Hearts to move on forward. Raiders RKO taking down Nixia forwards. Burnsky, 5 as well. Zaza with the big plasma. Everybody's taking a pick here from the Hearts. 1 to 1 to 1. I honestly think everybody got a pick there. My goodness, so much. And big head Cody, absolute ego moment right there. But look, what a flush team fight from the Hearts.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows how lethal Gambit is combining with anyone, right? Gives the extra damage, gives them the CC immunity cleanse, gives them the twerk on the objective for the Venom. That is how you taunt your opponents.
He's the ultimate meat shield on the pushing factor right there. Big crunch coming out. Big face of the abyss from Ominous right there. Burnsky turning the tides, takes out the Tamer. Gambit down. Could reduce the momentum in defense here for the Hearts right there. Looks like Spades are going to be pushing forward. Vibe taking out Zaza. Vibe gets taken out by Darren. Returning. Period of Force as well. It looks like the pushing power from the Hearts is going to get them to that second gate. We're in the final section of Kunlun, and Ominous is throwing it somewhere.
There we go. That's what we want from the Observer team. This is exactly the type of excellence we expect from the Oceanic region. That is the focus point here on the objective, busting it down as they move through the main lane towards their destination. No one can stop this dance party.
This is just absolute perfection right here. Absolute form. Whoa, okay, whoa. Don't zoom in too much. Keep it PG. And Tamer's sitting down. Can the Spades get in the fight
farming.
and just break up this dance party? Come on now, Kaplunk. Hit the absolute massive Royal Flush right there. Vibe's taking us off. He's still standing still.
Doing it. He's still doing it. He can't stop. There we go. He was stuck in the animation, you know. It could not
It was a
escape
bug.
it.
He
Entranced
couldn't-
by the twerkage.
Entranced himself?
Yeah,
Too much twerkage.
exactly. Just
Absolutely
mesmerized
loved
by
it.
what they saw on screen at that point in time, and they could not look away.
Well, there it is right there. Moving forward, big Gambit. Going at it. Daryl taking out Rated RKO. Everybody's getting enabled. Ominous taking out Period and return. Big slaps. Big thunder claps from Daryl. On the Hulk right there. Absolute monster.
Plasma Burst still available here too for Zaza Stack. They don't have to worry about defending their PC anymore as they are locked in, and well, there goes Vibe flying away from the team post up that they had. Liking this low-key play as well from Solus. They have the lamps to keep them in the fight and do whatever they need. Now they're just pushing everyone back to the objective. Even with the Captain America on the point, Burnsky doing what they can, just not enough. Good backline defensive efforts by the rest of the Hearts. So even with this pressure being applied, it will be relatively short-lived. Spades are taking their time to leave the objective, or their checkpoint specifically. And now we do have the Plasma Burst, Invisible Boundary, and a couple more ultimates coming through.
Ooh, massive Daredevil action right there. Emma taken down from the lawyer action. Big peaks from Vibe. And they're taking them straight to the spawn doors, having a bit of a duel right here. Cody on the Fantastic, putting in the work. And Ixia still swinging around. getting that, oh my days, this magic is effective right now, but it's too many Loki clones to find which one's the real deal over here. 1 minute left on that timer. Hearts trying to get that push going. Spades are going to put everything into their last discharge effort. 3 minutes. Oh, okay. 3 meters is going to be the holding point. Ominous is getting in formation right there. Okay, swinging back into action. Take it seriously. If you're going to win it here, push to your heart's content. Spades do capture it back. Stop the momentum. Big slaps coming out from the Daryl right there. But it's actually going to be fantastic. Cody going forward, getting a pick. Taking out 2. Spades are down 3. They're still trying to stall with the Captain America Burnski. Angela is on our screens right now, flying high. Maybe Heaven falls if they have a chance. But Burnski's down. Imperator's down. 2 meters, 1 meter. Done. Hearts 2. Push it to the end.
Oof. Can't even survive long enough to get back for some extra health at your res room, but it will be the Hearts vanquishing their competition a little bit faster than we saw last time. They only had 9 seconds available, so didn't have as much time to hold out as they would have liked. But I think the MVP here was KaPlunk with the PC unplugging. So ZyZaStack had to get reset a little bit. It took them some more time to recalibrate onto the objectives. That gave some more chances for Spades to go through, but also the other MVP is the twerks that we saw from Ominous. I mean, they kept the morale high for the Hearts, and that's what they really needed.
That is exactly what you need right there. But look, similar situation in Spider Islands, you know. They did push all the way, but Spades made them work for those last few seconds. This time is the moment. Can Spades push it faster? Not only that, take it into round 2, and then try to hold it longer than the Hearts can? That is the question right here.
I am happy to
That is the question. We shall see what the answer is going to be, but hey, damage boost? That could be the answer. KaPlunk also mirroring with the Black Widow? Okay, I like to see it. We'll see if it's enough though.
Ooh, very, very interesting. I'm actually excited to see what this could turn out into.
Also Imperator on the Gambit this time as well, so flex a little bit from the Vanguard onto the strategist side of things again, going triple support, see if the heals will be enough to sustain them. It's just a sniper battle between these two housemates.
Oh, right now, Zala taking out Imperator. A big play right there, rated RKO on the cloak action. Pushing forward for the Venom. Ominous is making it happen. Cody is there in the front line, backing them up nonetheless. So much presence from the absolute. Wow. Just look at, I mean, both of them stretch. When you think about it, Venom and Mr. Fantastic, they just have each other's backs, man. Just they gotta hand it to you over and over with a very long hand. Long hand of the law at this point.
Slapping away the competition and maybe getting a bit overzealous there was Ominous, but they're just having a good time with it. They're trying to meme on their opponents and put up those clips for other social media platforms as best they can, but Spades, I like the ego play here for KaPlunk in the classic Black Widow skin. Came out recently with the Battle Pass, but ZyZaStack, they're no stranger to a duel of snipers. They've been handling it in stride. I don't think they've gone down yet so far on this defensive end, so ultimates galore for the Hearts. Proves to be just enough to send everyone back from whence they came, and can't do enough to even escape their own spawn hold.
Ooh, Ominous taking a bit of damage there. It's going to get nice and healed up by TzTamer and Souls right there. Get some stain back into there. Venom, but Darkchild is out. Nixia's going in. A bit of bouncing on it coming from Cody on the Fantastic over here. Trying to represent down under. Nixia taking out Solus right there. Big plays. 2 minutes left on the clock right now. Nixia putting in the work. A big chase. Oh, but the Gamma Bubble did save Zaza in time and denies Nixia another pick.
That was massive too. It's the World Breaker Hulk versus the other, stomping them down so they can't even escape their demise. Fate of both worlds too. There's the Exile coming through for a moment, but one of them does have to go down as best they can. KaPlunk just wants to get a finish on to ZyZaStack. That is their main prerogative here, and a lot of time was wasted by the Hearts, and Tamer will go down to Anixia, who's just been a menace on the back line. They have not been able to escape their wrath.
Yo, speaking of a menace, the Hulk mirror is finally on our screens.
I
Daryl
know.
and Bernski, they're chasing each other. I love it. It's absolutely fun to see. I'm liking the mirror matches. We're seeing a bit of that coming through from the Widows. We're seeing a bit of it. You know, Black Widow action, Gambit action, Hulk action. You know, I know Spades can play a bit of Fantastic. Maybe we can see some of that to match Cody. But for now, you know, it's a good pushing power coming out from Spades. Hearts are on the back foot. They do have a couple ultimates online for the next fight, but it all depends on who's going to pop first.
And it does. We do have the Royal Flush available for Tamer. I'm just looking for the angles for now to see what they can do with it. Good dive in by the Venom to at least get some good damage enacted for now. Vibe just trying to figure out where best to position themselves, and I respect it. But the Spades, again, just getting pushed back time and time again towards their spawn room, and it's really going to come down to how these ultimates are used in this next team fight on exactly who gets the first pick, and the bounce comes through again.
Oh, absolutely lethal in the in that corridor, in that cave, bouncing. The absolute maximum time down for the bouncers right there. That is actually so effective from Solus, copying fellow Fantastic Cody right there for that ultimate. They gave him so much value. Daryl as well. And the Hulk putting in right now. It looks like Spades are just in their spawn room. They're getting value. They're getting come up. They're getting the ultimate spawn. Dark Child's out. Then they met with the Monster Hulk. A battle of absolute demons right here. And holy kaplan! Cleans a shot on Zaza Stack right there. Widow backed up by Anixia. Daryl goes for Anixia in return. The Hulks are going monster on each other. This time it's time for the Maestro. Bobinsky, who gets exiled.
Oh, the Lanterns are going to help them at least a little bit for keeping them alive in this fight and wasting that time here. Screenshot it, chat is what they're saying. That's great. But yeah, Daryl just wasting so much time on the Spades, and even with the massive amount of staggering that we saw happen there, it just did not prove to be enough. So great work for the Hearts to hold things down, waste some extra seconds for this objective to try and turn the corner. Zaza stock, they're just waiting for another snipe, seeing if they can take out Kaplunk, and well, they don't even need to. The entire team of Spades is vanquished except for Burnsky, who's just trying to stay alive for now and hidden from the snipering fire.
Absolutely right there. The action going forward. Could it be enough? Zaza's lining up some shots again. Plasma Burst is online if they need. Let's see some action. Big shots taking out those low-key copies, taking out the lamps. Seeing who can get the value first, closest to it. Solus goes for another copy, and they're actually going to be going straight for Gambit, bringing out their own Royal Flush right there. That's 2 Gambits on the team of Hearts right now. Oh my days, that is a lot of power to pace through right there. That is going to be a lot. So Daryl takes over with KO, and it's another uppercut. Sending Solus to this guy, taken out by Anixia. Anixia's exiled. It's a limbo, doesn't get taken out into safety. Zaza picks him off, takes out Burnsky as well. Kaplunk falls to Cody. It's going to give Hearts time to regroup on defense here. Spade's got to come back out from spawn.
This has been such a tough hold for Spades to really escape from themselves. They haven't quite had an answer. The ultimate's not working out as well as they would like. The double Gambit Royal Flush is crazy. Oh, they stopped the twerking. They're like, no, you can't continue with that. You must get off the objective now. So now Cody has the Brainiac bounce, and they're going to enact it whenever they need to. Have some good snipes coming through. Anexia slicing and dicing it through the rest of them. Hulk going unleashed against the competition themselves, and they're only having their own brawl between each other. World Breaker versus World Breaker, Exile versus Exile, stomping them down and crushing their hopes and dreams as they can. You see the Elder Hulk showing them how it's done, but Darkchild comes through the back line and looks for a pick as best they can. Keeps themselves sustained, at least with the health back for now, and that's a good look on to the Loki. See if they can get Zaza, and they can. There's Vibe with one as well. They're finally turning things around in overtime. Gambit can't survive either. This is team fight win we're hoping for Spades to keep them in the competition, but Hearts only need 1 fight win. They're still halfway to go for that checkpoint.
Look, Anixia just took us to absolute limbo league right there. Absolutely giving Spades another fighting chance. Hearts do have one more opportunity to seal the deal here if they can this defense. Vibes on the point, trying to replicate the aura of the ominous Doing a bit of a dance earlier there, but no, not the same. Keep on the fight. Keep on the ball. Ominous takes out Radar KO. Kaplunk on the sidelines with the Widow. Gets pinned down by Cody on the Fantastic. Overtime's ticking off. Only 3 left on the team of Spades. Do they have a chance to portal on? Imperius there with the Doctor Strange to keep the team in contention in this final fight. Arthur making it happen. Zaza takes out Onyxia. Imperius
Wow.
and they're off, boy. There's no time. It's done. And that's going to be victory for the team of Hearts.
Feast the Abyss is exactly what they needed against the competition. They're chomping down hard and making it so they cannot escape their fate. It was Hearts in a sweep throughout this series, but hey, gave it their all is what we got to see from the side of the Spades. It's just those spawn holds were just too hard for them to escape towards the end of it. And maybe Kaplunk with their unplugging of the competition's PC lit a fire in their hearts for them to dominate them even more so.
Pretty much, honestly, pretty much. What is that right there? What am I witnessing? Look at those numbers. Look at the insanity coming out from Cody on the Fantastic. My goodness, that was powerful, but just not as powerful as the entirety of this entire Creator Show match. I'm so impressed with all these players. Look, it's a bit unfortunate it's a 3-0. We would have loved to see these gamers on our screen for a little bit longer, but I don't know about you, Vodable. I think we got to run it back. We got to see some more creators. We got to see some more gaming, definitely. This is fun to see the skill, the potential, the diversity in hero picks that come from these creators. A lot of them are a little bit rusty. You know, maybe a couple more seasons back on the horse, back in the comp grind, we can see them back in their former glory. But I saw glimpses of potential there. You never know. Some of these are also pros as well. We could see them evolve faster than ever. But I'm very, very proud of their performance all here today, especially the Spades. So much potential, so much diversity in their picks. But the Hearts were here. They held it down. They worked around their strengths and they managed to just enable the powerhouses on their team. So much presence. But I will say, Solus coming in last minute to sub in for the team definitely brought a presence. And I gotta say, those Loki copies on fellow teammates, instead of going for the typical strategist copy, going for a little bit of a fantastic bounce in that low ceiling cave. Oh my goodness, that was exciting.
Deadly. I always like Loki copies like that, where you can just have some fun with it, especially if you know that you're doing a little bit better than your opponents, and that's what we saw happen there. So they're just able to give them the fists of justice time and time again. But as you can see, the Hearts are the ones who ruled the day and the competition for the Creators of Passion Creator Showcase here. So congrats, each of them getting 2,000 units apiece, but the losing team don't go home empty-handed. 1,000 units to each of those players. Thank you, NetEase, for providing that as well. But yeah, great matches, great heart, great Spades, I guess you could say, shown by these teams for that 3-map finale that we had for those creators.
Yeah, and of course, after the break, we are going to crown the MVP and SVP of this series. So, still some more units on the line. And when we come back, we might be doing a couple chat giveaways. Do you and chat want to win some units? We've got some units to give away for the chat. So, we're definitely going to get back on that for sure. And I got to say, that was a good first show match, Vodable, but big props to the team of Hearts. They take the dub here in the entirety of their session today. Congratulations, you know, pat yourselves on the back, at each other, maybe do a queue together. Hit the gears. You can 6-stack again. If you're GM or below, you can 6-stack again. Welcome back, everybody. We're having fun out here in comp. But I think what we're going to do now is we're going to have an interview with the entirety of the team of Hearts. We're gonna have a nice, funny one very soon. But before we do that, we'll get to a little bit of a cheeky break. When we come back from the break, we'll have an interview. We'll crown the MVP and the SVP. And then we will get into what's above Vodable's head. Champions of Power Pro Player Show Match.
the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the button. Never in the block, hoodie up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump out. Right side, it came. Right side. Kicks on and I'm good. Pitched up on my own. Right side it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up. I turned ghost on them. I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop. Watch the in. Never in the block, hoodie up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump in. Right side, king. Right side, it king. Right side, it king.
Welcome back, everyone, to Oceanic Rivals, a love letter to year one. I'm Vodable. We got Liger here. And we also got the majority of the team from Team Hearts who came out on top in that show match, the creator matchup that we witnessed. The creators of Passion here are victors, and, well, not surprised that we do see Ominous breaking it down. But let's break it down here for a moment. How do you guys feel coming out on top in a sweep as well?
Do you guys want to go first?
I think TzTamer should go first.
Yeah. Well, obviously we're happy, but it was to be expected.
True.
Like, we knew we were gonna win. I even pulled out the signature Moon Knight for my boy Liger here. I had to show him what's up.
Okay. Okay.
Still lobby admin off support, can I just say? Zaza Stack carried most games with Widow, like Thanos first picks every round. We got Daryl B juggling the other Hulk around like a toy. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, that guy just got destroyed. And then we have like Omniminous. We have Omniminous over here. He was doing stuff as well with his VP and
Thank you.
his Venom as well. Yeah, he was pretty good. And then then we had Cody. He had to leave. Sadly, he has a job. You know, he took a shift off to be here to play with
That's
us.
a bad word. You can't say job.
Cancel me. Cancel me.
Trigger one.
Oh.
He had a JB, if you know what I mean.
There we go.
Had to go to, and sadly can't be here for the post-game interview. But just know, he would
sorry.
be- Okay. Just know there would be things being said.
Well, congratulations. Y'all already know you win it. You know, the good news is that there's still a little bit of surprise for you guys. Votable, you want to announce who's the MVP?
Yeah, so we saw some great plays from, everyone here on the Hearts, but the MVP that we are awarding the extra 2,000 units to is going to be Daryl.
I just want to thank
I told you! Give me that! Give me that, bro! I get the MVP. Hashtag secure the ace. Hashtag secure the ace. Sorry about that.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I
the
just
game.
I really wanted to get that. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Okay.
There will be something-
4,000 Smurf
about
coin.
Daryl Banner and what he
4,000
says.
Smurf coin. All my Smurf coin, bro. I told y'all. Okay, it's fine.
Yo, it's so loud. It's so
Sorry
loud.
about that.
All right,
I'm sorry
listen.
about that. I'm sorry.
The Hulk
Nah,
screech
nah,
is all
it's
we
all
heard.
right.
That's,
Nah.
I just get really. I have a lot of passion for this.
No, no.
okay?
Talk.
Rivals.
I love Marvel Rivals too, mate.
I love Marble
Absolutely
Rivals.
love it.
I love Marble Rivals, bro.
Absolutely. All right. Well, look. Any final words y'all want to say to the folks at home? Are you hoping to come back to a future event here?
Oh,
Yeah.
For sure,
For
sure.
Daryl Banner.
Yeah.
So me and Cody
Okay,
were
well-
cooking up. We were cooking up before the game to do the Venom and Fantastic ult combo to kill through support ults, and Daryl didn't believe us. He said it wouldn't work, and we did it first try. He bounced to bait Lunar ult, and then I ulted on his last bounce to kill through Lunar ult, and Daryl said it wouldn't work, and I proved him wrong. We proved him
Can
wrong.
I have
you
a
go.
counter argument? Could I provide a counter argument to that?
No. What do you mean argument? This is
Like
a winner's speech.
could I-
What?
sorry,
Say
my-
thank you,
my winners-
everybody.
Yeah, I just want to
say-
say,
opportunity.
I just want to say thank you, everybody. Like, I'm so
There we
happy
go.
I got this opportunity. Like, genuinely, I think I played 300 hours of Hulk for this. It's all worth it in the end because I got 4,000 coin and I got to play with my friends. I love it all.
Friends?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
Let's just.
Well, I want
let's
to
not talk
say
about that.
GG's, well played, everyone.
GG.
Oh yeah, GG's to the other team as well.
GG
Yeah, they
to
tried
that.
their
Yeah.
best, you know
Off-court
what?
battle.
Yeah, they tried their best. They
Good
tried.
shit. Oh,
The PC
no.
unplugged didn't work.
It didn't work. Did it actually happen? Did your PC get unplugged by Kaplunk Zaza Stack?
He physically turned off my internet and crashed both of my streams and my game.
That's even worse.
And my Discord.
Holy
Yeah.
actual sabotage. All right,
It was hard.
The game's the game. Thank you very much, Team Hearts. Congratulations on winning the creators of Passion Show Match. We hope to see you all again in a future event. Make sure you sign up. Everybody, give some love to them. You already know, ! bracket in the chat. You can go check out the tweet, check out their socials, check out Team Hearts, check out the Absolute Team Spades as well. We're going to get into a pro show match very, very soon. Thank you very much, Team Hearts. We hope you have a good old night and enjoy the rest of the show, of course. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. We also have to announce the SVP there as well, and it was Anixia on the other side. So
Oh.
shout out to Anixia.
Yes. Yes. Yes, shout out Nixia, the absolute magic specialist, is taking the SVP bonus prize as well. Thank you, teammates. Have a good one. Oh, we've already been dragged out. Never mind. I'm way here. We're back here. I didn't realize we got dragged out. W Production keeping us on the move. Now, we just jumped out of a winner's interview, but now we're getting into a pre-interview again. We're going to have a yap with two representatives of these next two teams. Now, we are talking about seasoned veterans in this past year, the pros of the OCE, not only OCE region, but Pacific as well. We're talking MRC Pacific specialists. Ooh. One of these players actually won MRC Season 4, so that's big.
There we
that's
go.
Big.
That's huge.
Yep. And a couple players have also, taken the trip all the way to Guangzhou, taken the trip to Atlanta as well. You saw it all there on stage, Vodable. It's big. We got some big players. But maybe we introduce them. Maybe Prod, maybe we can have a little bit of a team preview. Let's have a look at the teams that are about to play. Let's have a look at the first team that's going to be in this show match, the Champions of Power show match. It'll be cool to see. And of course, as we know, these are some big players. It was very hard to make these teams as balanced as possible. Balanced as possible, but
as best we can.
Let's have a little Tell me, Vodable, tell me about the diamonds.
All I gotta say. Oh, we got Donald or LeBronald on the diamonds here as well. They say Flats and Ninja are their fans, and I can see exactly why. Mogging the camera with their photo that they submitted to us. OG MRI, they were able to win that as well, and they're going to bring some Hulk action potentially on the pro side of things here, which would be dope. They play some Captain America, Doctor Strange, Magneto, and Venom on their side as well. So I mean, hey, expect some big things from Donald on their side. They used to play on Kenga, and we'll see how they perform in this matchup.
Well, I've been excited to see Donald. Donald, as we know, actually took a little bit of a trip to MRI Asia in the last stage. Ooh. Had a bit of a bout there on the team down pay and put in a bit of work. Very keen to see how they perform now, taking a little bit of a different expedition to the path to pro. Let's see how it all unfolds. But besides that, we got WEF. Big eyes, big focus, locked in more than ever. Absolutely does scream in the whole Pacific region, in Asia and OCE exclusively. Definitely talking about 5 a.m. scrims, Vodable. These players, they do not have good sleep schedules. They are committed to the game.
No, they are very committed to the game. So, I mean, hey, seeing that they're able to show up for this matchup is great as well. FMCL, we see them show up here. They were also one of those players who made it all the way to Atlanta, did some decent performances throughout it, played under a different name, but now they're back to their OG style here as well. So maybe we'll see them be the flex demon for their squad. Black Panther, Blade, Daredevil, Magic. I mean, we saw a lot of that in the previous matchup. Might get to see another taste of it here as well. Apparently the second best Black Panther player. So they did really well this last season in OC. First place both times for Stage 1 and Stage 2. And now they're looking to get first place in the show match. So we'll see how they do.
Absolutely. There's a lot of presence here, Quite a big thing. Tell me about this Audible. What do we think so far about this team?
I'm thinking
what
they
is this team
are
missing?
a menace to be reckoned with. This is going to be a tough squad to take down, is all I got to see looking at the roster that we have here. So, I mean, they have some good composition based on where we see the heroes that they can play with, but there's also some dive potential again with FMCL, with Snipzy's on their side too. I mean, they also play Magic on their end, but Hela, Phoenix, Psylocke, Winter Soldier, more of like the more orthodox heroes that you see there. They played Ignite Stage 2 with Vicious, so a lot of great players there for this side of things as well. And I don't know. I mean, I'm expecting really big stuff out of both these teams, but just looking at the Diamonds specifically, I was like, this clubs team has their work cut out for them.
Oh, they do. And we might as well have a look at this team. Let's have a look at the roster for Team Clubs. They're going to be facing, of course, the big deal right there. Look at him. There he is, starting off the roster. The two-time. Another big Magneto player, big Emma player. Honestly, some people even say one of the best Vanguards in the world. Best Vanguard OCE. So many titles this guy has. It's the two-time. It's Duep. Putting the work in. Absolute menace. Look at the aura exuding off this profile picture right here. Look at the aura. Come on, Vodable, look at Duet. It's insane. He's ready to go. Chopper Mag style.
I like it. I like it. I like how many Chopper Mag players we got represented in this show match as well. Just because like they were the ones who represent the region so well, made it so deep into the top 8 even of Ignite that we saw for the grand finals, and I hope to see them stick together for the most part going forward as well. Some great looks there. You have TiniValkyrie too. They did some pretty good results themselves. Second stage, second in OCE. They've had they were one-tricking Angela for the entire series, so 2 weeks after release, I mean, a lot of people didn't know how to play Angela back then, so they were a pioneer or a hipster, as we used to call them, for their role.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Trying to see how they can do.
That's true. That is absolutely true. You know, I'm expecting a lot from TiniValkyrie. One of the best Angelas to cast back in stage 2 for MRI. Honestly, spicy. Very spicy. I'm looking forward to it. But another big pick, and definitely out here looking really, really ready for gaming. Just look at zykric. You know, got the hat on.
Yeah.
Freshly in the shower, having a wash. You know, some of these gamers don't have showers. zykric definitely does. Come into this game clean and mean and ready to absolutely go crazy. They play everything. They say I'm not bad at anything. I can do anything. I'm not bad. I don't know. They're just a big blob, according to them. And they have a friend in the tournament. They do, and that's Bubblecuh on the enemy team. That is interesting. So there's a bit of a dueling rivalry here between Bubblecuh and zykric. You can see Bubblecuh in the chat. It is going to be exciting to see how that matches up. But now, the Gambit player. Tell me about Hypnotic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting big things from Hypnotic here, too. They were benched on ground 0, but hey, they say they only lose. Why are they all saying only negative stuff about themselves? They got to hype themselves up in these little, like, tidbits they submit to us. But they got Season 0 Ignite, 2nd place. Season 1, they went 5th through 6th, so they did pretty good for themselves, and their hero pool is very solid. Daredevil, Iron Fist, Psylocke, Spider-Man, we might see some getting sticky with it as best they can there for Hypnotic. So hey, maybe they have Gambit on their profile picture, so who knows what they might throw out in terms of hero picks here.
It might just be an aura farming Gambit. I think this is the Flex Demon. That might be the rival to FMCL on the Diamonds team, so it's gonna be interesting. In terms of Gambit player, we might be leading to the next 2. We're gonna be talking about Seqtar over here, currently playing for Vulcan Red, right? Number 2 team in Ignite OCE Stage 2. Big presence coming from Vulcan Red out here. Shout out Daxu, one of the tournament organizers, also a part of Vulcan Red, putting in the work. 4th in MRC Asia, doing a lot of work. 5th is Ignite Season 1. Big strategist player. Their favorite character is Loki. Seqtar bringing out the Loki. We've been hearing the Loki Gambit compositions are doing really good right now in the current meta. We might see it now. I mean, this is the taste of pro play right here in this best of 5 tonight. This is exciting, but what's also more exciting is Slipperi from New Zealand, who actually submitted their photo at like 3 a.m. when I asked them. Thank you, Slipperi, for waking up your sister to take a photo of you. Love you, Slipperi's sister, as well. We just want to give thanks. We woke her up from her sleep. But we got the photo. Slipperi's looking good, looking sharp. Double thumbs up for everybody. Having a good time. And an MRC Season 4 winner as well. Oh, that's big. That's big.
Yeah, expecting big things from all these players here. So I'm excited to see what they do for this show match, because we saw some great plays from the creators. I mean, high-level players themselves and all intents and purposes, but looking at these teams, they are all the pros for a reason, either at the top or on the bench or substituting in, but still supporting their squads and their spirits as best as possible. And it's going to come down to the champions of power to showcase us the real skills to pay the bills. We do have some bans this time, so we will have the Ignite featuring bans there, but Gambit cannot be banned, so they are going to be on the table for these teams, and that's what makes this interesting, because Gambit just came out. We got to show them off at least a little bit, especially in a pro level competition.
Oh yeah, we have to. And these are the players that we've wanted to see get against each other. Fellow teammates, rivals now, you know, ex-teammates on the same team again. Bit of a nostalgic feel. It's nice to see these players all just mixing up, shuffling up, and having a good bout. I know all their teammates are in a call right now, watching, having a bit of a watch party, having a good time. I can tell they're definitely having a laugh, bantering, enjoying what is about to be this next show match. Everybody, we're in for a banger. And on top of that, we are also ready to have an interview with 2 representatives from both teams. It's going to be good. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it. We'll see who joins us here from either side. We got Donald.
There we go, boys.
Donald, I mean, welcome in here as well. You know, we saw some really good Hulk play before. How are you gonna come out with the Hulk all yourself, or are you trying to mix it up a little bit?
Can you hear him?
I don't know.
Slippery?
If can hear me.
I can't hear
Yeah,
Bubblecuh.
I can
You can't hear us?
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
I can hear
It's up to you, Liger,
Liger.
again.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Oh, okay. Vodable asked you, Donald, if you can hear me.
Okay.
You can hear me? Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, Vodable was asking you, how are you going to bring out the Hulk? We saw some Hulk gameplay earlier. Do you feel like you might bring out a high-level Hulk? Do you feel like you might bring out your own Hulk style? Or you got something else in your back pocket?
Look, I like to think of myself as a bit of a flexible guy. So, Hulk, he's better now, but he's still not the greatest. And after hearing you read out Hypnotic Zero Pool, I'm not too keen on playing Hulk into that. Yeah, something else is on the line, I think.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, Slipperi, can you hear Vodable? Double check that. You can hear Vodable?
Yeah, I can hear everyone.
Slippery can...
Yeah,
Slippery
might as
can
well.
hear me.
Vodable.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
Go for it. Yeah, you can. I'll talk with Donald. You got Slipperi. Easy.
We got this. We got this.
We got
So,
this.
my question is, are we going to be seeing Jeff the Shark getting full team eats from you, Slipperi? That's what I want to see.
I mean, like, if you saw our MRC finals game against Xavier Hope, I got a 4-man eat against them.
Yep.
Look, I'm only looking to recreate and go better on that, and I'm looking for 6-man eats every single game. Like, it
There we
depends if they're
go.
too scared to ban it out or not. Just comes down to their team.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Look, I want to know, Donald. Listen, you had a bit of a trip, Donald. You went off to MRI Asia, took a little bit of a step away from MRI OCE Stage 2. Do you feel like you've got some secrets you want to bring out to your team here? You feel like you want to shock these OCE players with some, overseas strategies?
Oh, I mean, look, having 6 teammates that speak the same language, get ready, man. I've had that. I'm unleashed now. People can hear me. It's wonderful. I think. Yeah, Slipperi's not going to hit a single Jeff Holt, buddy. It's easy. We're not Xavier Hope. We're not Xavier Hope. Come on, bro.
You don't know what my Jeff is capable of, bro.
You're right. I've never seen it.
There we go.
Down there, bro.
Jeff's
We're
the
down to
menace.
GM, bro. Anyway.
So Gambit is available to both of these teams. And Slipperi, I noticed that you have Gambit as one of the heroes that you play. You got some good hours on them. Do you got a Lord yet on the Gambit, or are you still working through it?
No, I don't have the Lord Gambit yet, but I think we're probably going to be passing it off to Seqtar. I think Seqtar's got a bit more practice on it than me, not going to lie.
Okay.
So I think that's
respect
going to be Seqtar's job today.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know about you guys. I want to get into the game. So, what we're going to do, final words to each other. We'll start off with Slipperi. Anything you want to say to Donald and his team?
Donald, bro, I'm just wishing you the best luck, bro. My team's been practicing. We've been scrimming for 4-hour blocks every single day, bro. Duet's been putting us through training camp, and I'm like, just good luck, bro. I'm wishing you the best.
We're chilling, bro. Emma's not that great right now, so Duet's nothing.
Okay. How about you, Donald? Anything you want to say to Slipperi? Any
Oh,
final
look,
message
man.
to the team?
I tried to get us a bit of a pre-game chat. No one really knows what we're doing. But yeah, we're just just rock up, shoot them better than they shoot us. Easy.
Vibes.
There we go.
That's it. All right, well, shall we get into it, Vodable? Shall we wrap it up?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, man.
Yes, appreciate it.
Thank you. Off you go, lads. Good luck. Now, that's beautiful. I like it. They're confident. They know each other very well. They know each other's teams very well. That's what I like to see. These champions of power are going to have a massive bout here today. It's going to be good. I like it. I'm very excited to see how they all perform. But, they're going to get into the game now. As we know, behind the scenes, what's happening is domination is the first mode. But a little cheeky coin flip is happening between the teams right now. And of course, whoever wins the coin flip gets to choose the map. So when production gives us confirmation, we're going to find out very, very soon what that first map's going to be, which is going to be exciting. So WProd handling all the action behind the scenes while we are here entertaining all of you amazing folks in the chat. Everybody out here watching the love letter to year one here in Oceanic Rivals. Having a good time, Vodable. We're having a great time. We're at the halfway mark of the show.
True.
And the bangers are going to keep on coming. Also got to mention, we're doing a nice co-stream. So everybody, if you're listening to me now, use your Prime subs on Vodable, please. Prime subs.
No,
Vodable
don't
right
use
now.
it on me. Use it on Liger instead.
No. Use it on Vodable right
You know
now,
what?
please.
I'm going to use one on you right now. You can't stop me.
Unbelievable.
There we go.
Listen,
I did
on
it.
top of that, of course, if one of the mods put Vodable socials in the chat, everybody follow Vodable. Vodable, I want to give you the floor for a
Be
moment,
too
man.
kind.
Like,
Be too kind.
dude, bro, everybody knows, man. Tell us about the show. I can't hear because I have alerts on. No one but me can hear my alerts right now. It's blasting my ear. I can hear. Thank you.
Now the question is it louder than Daryl was when we announced that he was the MVP?
No,
I mean,
nothing. I
okay,
don't know.
who do we think is going to be the MVP out of these teams? That's my question to you here, Liger.
You don't do predictions.
Predictions,
Ooh,
yeah. Like
prediction.
who do we think's going to pop off?
Okay, listen. I keep staring at those two photos of those two Chopper Mag players half in darkness right now.
Yeah.
With Dwep and like, I'm noticing FMCL and Skittles are just like polar opposites right now. One bloke shrouded in darkness, one bloke smiling cheerfully. Like, the aura right now. Who's more of a threat? But it's probably Wav. Wav's just staring at everyone right now. You cannot read where this guy's looking. He's going crazy. But look, I like the Jeff talk from Slipperi. I think that's a good front runner for some MVP. Listen, pro teams, they play very boxed in, tight units. That's very good for a Jeff player. And Jeff players, no matter how good these players are in the MRI scene, in the MRC scene, Jeff still farm those big 4Ks, 5Ks, you name it. We always call them when we're casting. Even in Collegiate, it's happening as well. So what I'm trying to figure out, right, is Angela good? Can Tini pop off? Do they know what Tini can do? Is Dwep's Emma still an answer in this current season? Some people say no. Or is it just such a high level that it's just going to keep up anyway? Quite a lot of factors to consider. The flex demon off between Hypnotic and FMCL. Honestly, MVP predictions, I got nothing. I'm just excited.
I'm excited too. I mean, just to see high-level competition, because MRC, we're still waiting for that to start up again, right? We're still waiting for whatever year 2 holds for either Ignite or whatever else they come up with. So I'm just excited to see high-level pros playing in this crazy meta that we have for Season 5 and playing for some of those credits, as we were talking about, available to the winners. The 2,000 units to each player, 1,000 for the losers for the other team, but the bonus 2,000, you get 4,000 total if you're the best player that we think you are at the end of it. So we'll see what goes on, but what we do have is this lovely ban phase and protect phase at the bottom of the screenshot production for that as well. So we got Daredevil coming out first with the ban, not surprised in the least after seeing how effective and lethal they were in the previous show match.
Yeah, absolutely. No surprise right there. It's going to be an interesting first ban. Got to double check from production who's who. It looks like, okay, so... Okay, that's interesting.
Okay.
So clubs started off banning Daredevil. Diamond skipped their first ban and they go for the Protect on Captain America. Okay, interesting. Okay. Is it an aura skip? We're going to find out. If this is what the Diamonds want to do. But as
they're just trying to ego them as best as they can. That's all it is. You know, they're like, hey, we don't need to ban one first. We'll let you get multiple bans. And we're just going to protect. And Captain America is the one we're protecting. They're the one that's going to protect us. And that's what we wanted to see here. But Invis is also one of the most busted strategists right now in the game, especially with the buffs that we saw in Season 5. So I'm not too shocked to see both of these bans come out before. They want one-sided Daredevil. They'll take it. My goodness.
Oh, they are locking in. They've called their lawyer. They used their one phone call. They have called their lawyer right now. They're going to be locking that in for themselves. I got to say, this is actually very exciting. One thing, it's a long flight. You know what it is a long flight for? Your hometown hero, you got Wav.
That's true. Yeah, Wav, got a fellow Canadian in the lobby.
He's represented. That's it. That's how we do it in OC. We got a little bit of this and that. I mean, we've got 2 New Zealand players here as well. We got FMCL and Seqtar. If we ever get Marvel Rivals World Cup one day, I'm looking forward to Team New Zealand going with those 2. We just need to find 4 others. Does anyone know other New Zealand players? Listen,
there's
it's
some
a good
out there.
start.
There's
Those
some
2.
out there.
Like,
they exist.
There are. I know there are. But like in my mind, I'm like, I really would love to see a Team New Zealand. I think it's just aura. I think it's just cool. W to the Kiwis, so W to the Maori, W to that whole region. It'll be awesome to see. But let's catch up a little bit. We got the Loki ban flowing here. A bit of Psylocke action. Gone. Nobody wants Psylocke in here at all. Okay? Daxu's not even in the game, and they're banning Daxu. I'm just telling everybody that right now. Daxu is just sad right now. But the Venom is gone. No twerking Venom in this match. The pros take it seriously.
No twerking Venom at all. I mean, I get it. I get the bans that we've seen so far. Psylocke's still so good. Loki, they don't want to see the clones coming out specifically, depending on, you know, if we get double Gambit, you don't want to see that be a thing, especially because of how speedy you could be with it. Also, the Mantis Protect, that's actually huge. Mantis and Gambit is a force to be reckoned with from what we've seen as well. So that's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I mean, I'm expecting some triple support from these teams. So I'm curious what the final ban is going to be coming out from the clubs themselves, what option they're going for on this one. So we didn't get the original ban if you're just tuning in from the side of the Diamonds. So they just like said, hey, we don't need it. Maybe we don't see a ban on the other side to give them some credit, but no, they're banning Loki. No one can have Loki. No one can have double Gambits. So we don't have to worry about too many flushes coming through.
I know, we can take it easy. No royal, no I was about to say quintuple. There's no chance of 5 Gambits. No quadruple royal flushes here today. We're gonna stick to just 1 apiece. I like it. It's a good comp. I'm chilling with it. What I'm thinking as well, right now, bans are locked in. Protects are locked in. Both teams got that cap. You know what I will say? No, the Daredevil factor is very, very interesting to me. Who is that?
It is, yeah.
Who on the clubs plays? We know it's probably Hypnotic.
Let's see.
Hypnotic. Yup.
Yep.
I will say, I'm loving what I'm seeing right now.
Blue.
It's blue. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the blue thing. It's big blue. Well, back on the Emma. Makes sense. But here it is, everybody. Welcome to the absolute best event here today. We are talking about the clubs versus the Diamonds. This is your pro show match. That is right. The champions of power here in Oceanic Rivals. A love letter to you one. Welcome to their pro match. Audible. Let's get into it, brother. This is where it begins.
Now, this is what we're looking for. Clubs versus Diamonds, the pros against each other. We saw how ruthless both teams were in our previous show match, but this is where it actually comes down to it. We had the professional ban system. Gambit still unlocked for both teams, so expect some cleanses coming through if any CC does happen. But already one dropping by the wayside, and that will be Bubbles. Can't do anything to stay alive as the Mantis here if they're getting chased down by the competition. That's exactly what Captain America's trying to do.
Moving into the action, we have taken a zykric on the sidelines right there. Big bit of action. Hypnotic taking out Skittles. Rat falls as well. Duep on the pick right there. Oh, the more hella is lethal, but it's going to allow Hypnotic to just still go in and take out FMCL. Percentages on the line right now for clubs as they're building it on up. Diamonds are regrouping, reshuffling, reloading. That's what Seqtar's going to do. I'm liking the presence right now. I'm liking the compositions. Ultimates are building up. Let's see how Diamonds take this next push.
All eyes on the Diamonds too. Again, percentage building up for the clubs is the big thing here as well. Star-Lord trying to build up that ultimate percentage. Whoever gets theirs first might have the best odds. And well, we do have the Royal Flush popped out by Seqtar and does get a combo for the rest of their team. 4 drop down and nobody can survive the massacre.
Absolutely lethal right there. What a flush from the clubs, taking them out. No ultimates used by Diamonds. They played that one smart there. Let's see if they're going to get a good position for this next one. Hypnotic's on the prowl, trying to find an angle. TiniValkyrie on the flank as well. Not going to be on the Angela, but the cap is just as prominent. Tini is just one of the best dive Vanguard players in the region, maybe even the world as a whole, when it comes down to being that specialist in the skies. There it is.
I'm liking this.
Never folding.
Yeah, the fold going directly into the objective itself. You have the Whale unleashed by FMCL, Galactic Legend by Zykric, just double themselves and looking for the triple onto the Gambit. Captain America blocking them out and forcing them down, giving them some pressure against the odds. And well, Diamonds, they will be formulated underneath that pressure, but there is the Freedom Charge coming through by TD, as you mentioned, one of the best dive tanks in the game, and the region can't be stopped for now. Well, they are there.
Big sedation. I think Bubblecuh's hearing you. Bubblecuh's listening to the casters right now.
Yeah.
he's like, no, I got you. I'll prove you wrong. Assembling forward, as we know, the new ultimate from Captain America, Freedom Charge, also charges up your teammates' ultimates. That's going to give a lot of sauce to the squad right there as they're building up their ult spot. Sonic Seduction coming up from a big, absolute diamond fist, absolutely deleted Snipzy right there. Putting in the work, going Emma v Emma right now. Bit of power coming too much forward from this duet right here. Zykric cleans up, Bubblecuh taking down, and that's 100-0 in favor of the clubs.
tried to do what they could towards the end. I get popping the ultimate, but it felt a little too late for them to sustain themselves on the objective. So the clubs were able to close things down afterwards, and the Diamonds gave it their all. I mean, looking at the replays here, there was some insane pushes being used thanks to the Royal Flush from the Gambits on either end, and I like the combinations that we saw from the clubs, especially even with FMCL, who was trying on the Diamonds to use that healing reduction. Just wasn't enough to actually take down the flying powerhouse that we saw here from zykric. So great synergy from clubs is what we always hope to see from pro players, and they are doing that in, I was going to say spades, but it doesn't really make sense on their team name.
True right there. Looks like a bit of a switch up of the team compositions, potentially some symbiote shenanigans. I like what Vav and Skittles are cooking there. I like a bit of the Jeffrey action with a bit of venom. It could be good. I will say though, I'm really consistently liking what clubs are rolling out with. They do have Invis on their side. That is a big advantage they have, as well as Daredevil. Their bans really are playing in their favor so far right now. But Diamonds, they got more momentum. They got that outsource speed boost coming from Skittles. Bubblecuh's there as well. They got a really fast team. And FMCL, look, Enixia is cracked. But I know FMCL's magic is something to behold as well. So I'm keen to see it. Really got the pick.
Double KO coming out for the Daredevil, laying down the law of the land. There's the triple coming through. Can they get one more for the road? Well, the team gets credit either way. It doesn't matter. They built up their alt charge quickly from last map into this one to have just reigning supreme on the throne. That's what we like to witness from them. But now the dive comes out again, and Diamonds have their work cut out for them.
Now moving in 50% climbing for the club's team right here. I like what I'm seeing with Dark Child almost online, Face of the Abyss for the Diamonds. Could be big, but let him out. Hypnotic's going in. A charge on in directly. We get a POV on the Daredevil very soon. Who's going to be going forward. Hypnotic's taking out FMCL, taking out Bubblecuh like a demon in the skies right now, and absolutely smashing through. Duep takes out Web. That's another clean fight for the clubs, putting Diamonds on the back foot right there. But Diamonds have ultimates. Can the Jeff get out? Can he escape from the Daredevil? The Loiter is absolutely chasing him. Holy, it's a scoop! It was a bait! Skittles is going to get away with it. Skittles is running away with a big, I believe, Daredevil. Just Hypnotic. Do they bash the Daredevil down? Do they have enough power damage? They do, and they take down Hypnotic. That's big value.
Yeah, that's a massive stagger. Hypnotic had the most value out of their ultimates and their oppressiveness onto the back line. The Galactic Legend does pop through again as they vanquish them. They send them through the portals into another dimension. Doesn't matter. They'll still have to get chased down. But there is the dueling Galactic Legends, and it comes from the other direction this time. So Snipzy gonna get some good damage going through, but won't be enough. Freedom Charge sustaining their team on the point for now. The clubs doing some great work to turn things back into their favor. Again, team fights not working out for Diamonds so far.
Not their favor, but 80% is climbing. One final chance for the Diamonds to make it happen right there. Donald's on the hole, could be big value right there. Let's go see if they're going to move it forward. Skittles building up that ult charge. Bubblecuh does have Amplify for the next fight. It's going to be able to boost the rest of them to try to build up their ultimates. Let's see if it's going to be enough. 5% of climbing. Donald's going to be the one to contest with a big Hulk jump right there. Seqtar's into exile. Gets caught out by the Hulk. Gets away with the abilities. Pops the ultimate Royal Flush right there. Amplifies to meet the damage. Both teams getting sustained and boosted by both strategists right here. Overtime's going off. Nobody is being taken down. Donald's taking quite a bit of damage and does go into the Monster Hulk form to survive.
Huge for Donald to at least stay on the objective for now, keep the OT going, and the rest of their team able to at least lock things down for a little bit, pushing them away from it. But there was a good eat that came through, but only got one from it. Could not get the Gambit, who's able to survive for now. So good looking out is Seqtar. We mentioned, well, they mentioned during the interview that they would be the one to look out for there, and they're just more being a nuisance to this Jeff, trying to see if they can take them out, but they're also just getting separated from their team. There's a Wolverine depositing them off the map into their demise.
I absolutely love that. Just intense 1v1 between the Jeff and Gambit. You know, Gambit seems to be the one winning all the 1v1s against the duelists, but hey, Jeffrey still kind of holds it down. Bit of sustain, bit of dodging, bit of quick movements. Gambit's still going to have a tough time trying to throw those cards against that Land Shark, I'll tell you that. But holy, the Wolverine, the jump scare is back into action right now. Absolute shredding is happening, but Web takes him down.
Another Galactic Legend, one drop, see if they get another. Can they go for the 3-piece themselves? But at least the value they've gotten so far proves to be enough. Letting the devil out now. Snipzy can't really sustain as long as they would like, so Hypnotic does get one for the road. Can they get the Venom? Yes, they do, and it will be the clubs sweeping the competition right before the portal comes out. No, so close was the Diamonds, but the team fights just continue to rally for clubs, and I guess that practice that they were talking about has worked out well enough.
Listen. There was got them, what is that, billy clubs, truncheons, whatever his weapons are. He living up to the name of team clubs, I'll tell you that. That's got to get banned out. That's got to get banned out right now. No more aura bans. We're not skipping bans. You can take it seriously. Get those bans out, or ban it and secure it for yourselves. We know there's a great Daredevil player in FMCL on the Diamonds. Let's see how it all unfolds. But right now, I feel like they're warming up. They're getting used to each other. Donald did mention the team didn't get too much warm-up time today. I did see, the clubs were in a VC pretty early. There was some warm-up. So right now, a little bit of a catch-up game for the Diamonds, but nonetheless, still a great performance. I'm very excited to see how it all unfolds. I also will see probably the Captain America's probably not going to be protected. I don't think it was too overwhelming of a factor, but nonetheless, Gambit is a factor to consider. It's not banned, not protected. It's on option for every team. So really, it's all about how you're going to build around your Gambit right now. And Seqtar seems to be putting in the work, but the Diamonds didn't even want to run him. Diamonds aren't even going to bring out the Gambit.
I think it makes sense. I think the big thing here is like having the Gambit and the Captain America means you have that double ult charge, right? Because the Gambit ultimate also charges your ults for a certain percentage. So I mean that's a huge thing, is that you have like more speed to getting your ultimates, and that's why we saw Star-Lord, who gets their ultimates so quickly in general, build theirs up so fast, and it worked out better for the side of the clubs. They got more value out of their ultimates that they were able to use there as well. So some good looks for the club side of things, and we talk about, the synergies from this team just proved to be enough for them. I love seeing this 1v1 between these two, and unfortunately for the Diamonds, they just couldn't do enough. But this was the MVP moments to close things out in my mind that we saw from zykric, just using that ultimate for the Galactic Legend, and then we also saw Hypnotic on the Daredevil. Like, those ultimate usages, they just didn't have enough of a counter from the Diamond side. So yeah, maybe banning out the Daredevil will help them, but I think not having the availability to ban out Gambit makes it so difficult, because I feel like going into MRC, Gambit is going to be the most banned hero.
Has to be going into MRC Season 5. Has to be. I mean, we're talking about, would we even have, we're assuming it's Rogue. Is Rogue showing up by the time we get to those MRC finals? Might be the case. We also could see a little bit of a mid-season patch, a little bit of a tuning up or down of certain heroes.
Probably will.
Definitely need it. Need it. Don't touch Moon Knight.
Now let's just buff all the other heroes who weren't buffed this time. Then everyone's buffed.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Let's buff. Who wasn't buffed?
Black Panther.
I'm joking.
Black Panther wasn't buffed.
No. No. Listen, the last time we had a BP meta,
Human Torch wasn't buffed. Ultron wasn't buffed.
The last time we had a Human Torch. Microwaves exploded everywhere. All right, we don't need Torch again. Good lord. All right, there are certain players out there who just dominate the field. But actually, you know my theory. My theory is.
What is your theory?
Think Rogue. You know how we don't know what role. Do we know what role Rogue is? I feel like everyone's still theory crafting. It's not confirmed.
There's theories about it. I cannot confirm nor deny, is all I will say.
All I will say is it better be a Vanguard. It better be a Vanguard. For one reason, I've heard rumors. There's an ultimate out there in the notes that is like Magneto, where it absorbs damage.
Yep.
But in this case, is an absolute black hole of a vacuum for healing. So if you want a Gambit counter, his wife.
That's one way to do it. That would make sense.
If you want Invis counter, Rogue could just eat up all these strategist ultimates and just absolutely deny it and be like, everybody, just fight.
Reset.
No healing ultimates, get in there. That's the beauty of her being a Vanguard, because I think that's the most defining play of a Vanguard, who just says, nah, enough is enough. We're throwing hands, because then thing is matter. Happy days. Black Panther's back. I don't know about happy days, but it's fun to watch and fun to cast. I love watching.
Definitely fun to
I can't
cast.
even see. I can't even see him. I'm just like, he's going in. Everybody disappeared. What happened? But I'll tell you what hasn't disappeared is my expectations of these players here, because they are just warming up. Big games are coming out right now. We're going into the round 2. I believe we're going to be on the
There's the Daredevil, man. And the Daredevil saved the other direction. One-sided Daredevil again. Oh, no. They prioritized the Loki this time. Okay, I get it.
Okay, so this time...
No cap either.
Diamonds... Yeah. Locks out the cap, locks out the Cope. Yeah, ooh, I was about to say Copy. Loki. Moving on forward there, I will say. So in this time, it is the opposite team that's actually been going for the Daredevil play, if I believe so. That means Diamonds will be the ones having the Daredevil and locking it out from clubs. Maybe they get their win now. Maybe it's the factor.
They also finally got a first ban, so that might be part of the reason why things didn't work out well for them last time. But so no one's playing Cap this go around because of how effective having Gambit and Cap is for that ult charging. Also, no Venom, so no Venom Jeff available either, so they can't build up those ultimates too. We saw Jeff be sort of effective, but more effective on these next maps going forward. So this one being Convoy 2, depending on which map they choose. Jeff could just be a lethal weapon there specifically. A Loki save, which means we could get double Gambit though on the club side. I like to see it.
Oh, that's devastating. That's okay. So not gonna have the Daredevil, but they're gonna have that double Gambit. I'm waiting to see what this final ban is gonna be from the Diamonds. They can make a big peek here, try to nullify something that's just a big axe in the plans for the clubs right now. They'll be able to take it down. See if they can chop them up. We'll see what it's going to be. Final Protect as well is going to be very important for them. Mantis, that's good. That's very good. Sedation is a big factor that stops all of these dives. It's one of the biggest counters to Daredevil right now. So if you can actually lock out and protect the invis, that's big.
Massive.
This is a... All right, they're going for their... All right, listen, you guys put everything on Daredevil last round. Our turn. Thank you very much. Our turn. We're going to show you how it's done. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. But it's not domination, so things could be a little bit different. Well, nonetheless, final ban coming out from the clubs. What's it going to be?
Groot?
What?
Ooh, Groot's been like rising through the ranks in terms of like lethalness because of that invulnerability, or not invulnerability, immovable that they have that gets added to them based on their Ironwood wall. So yeah, having to play against a one-sided Groot, not that fun, especially if there is a Mantis available as well, because you get that extra healing wall too. So like they can just be so annoying to play against when they're on an objective. So we don't see Groot on one side, we don't see Mantis on the other side. I mean, technically, Adam Warlock's still available if they ever wanted to go some res, but we'll see what happens throughout the rest of it. Still, Emma, I think, is decent in terms of like countering Daredevil if you can focus them, especially with the chokes and the combos they can do for that. So we'll see what the strategy is for either of these two, but we do go on to Midtown here for Convoy.
It is into the Baxter building. Yep, into the Baxter building, looking good. Listen, I know it ain't happening, but I would love to see Wolverine thing meta. I'd love to see that fastball team up be into effect, but it's not happening. Don't walk out there. Oh my god, it's happening. Oh, we are in for a hoot right now. Okay, they've gone to punish a storm. They want to rush out. They want to rush out down Main Street here in New York. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Audible. Year one in a nutshell. All these different comps over the years coming out. Sort of bringing out the thought. Look, they saw the composition the clubs have, and they're going back and switch. They brought it out. They switch off the Wolverine thing, bring out a bit of different action, and that's going to be good power for them. Clubs are holding it down a little bit. Loki lamps are down already. That's going to be the rune set. Seqtar's already close to ultimate. 85, 86, close to 90. On the other side, the stuff does. FMCL, Donald gets it big. On there, taking out Zykric. Hypnotic's down as well, and they're shredding through.
Defense cannot hold up to this massive amount of damage, and hey, if you don't have the damage available to you for the boosts, well, just use the storm instead. They got a little bit of a buff themselves, so nice to see it actually working out pretty decently for them. But on the side of the clubs, they will teleport in because they do not want to waste too much time. Omega Hurricane comes through. It's Jeff available, so they can do the Jeff NATO. We'll see if it's activated. There it goes, gobbling up the competition, but they will take them down just fast enough because they had enough damage themselves on the clubs. And we did see the God of Thunder come through by Donald to push them off the objective, save their teammates as best as possible, and Slip still has their ultimate available to bring them back with the revival if necessary. A good pushback from the clubs where the Diamonds felt like if that portal didn't come through, could have taken it to the bank.
Absolutely, definitely good execution right there. That's 3 Vanguards on the side of clubs right now. And yeah, that's just going to be a massive defensive lineup right there. But Diamonds have the composition you want when you're facing these 3 Vanguard and 3 strategist compositions, especially with that Adam Gambit combination. Even the Loki is a factor to consider. That is a terrifying lineup, oh my goodness. But what's more terrifying than that? An absolute Punisher going straight for your Groot's head, shredding Titty so fast. Follows it up, but Seqtar takes out Snipzy in return. Duet follows taking out Bubblecuh, slips back and bringing, with a bit of Karmic Revival, bringing their Groot, TiniValkyrie, back in the fight. Potentially a misuse, but at the same time, it's good value because at the end of the day, they got a minute 30 on the clock and they want to keep their whole team there for the entirety of the defense.
It's a huge hold for the clubs. I'm liking this composition from this as well. The triple support, they have the res available. They have the copy if they need a double res or if they need the double flush, if possible too. So there are a couple different options that they can go for. But we do have the Royal Flush comes through. The Itch Jeff as well, and the Psionic Seduction is a lethal weapon itself. But they are going to get taken out and sliced to pieces before they can even do anything about it. Loki tries to keep them alive, and a visible boundary won't be enough either. But Bubble does push them away, at least for now, so the Diamonds can recuperate and try to get onto the point. But time still ticking down, less than a minute to go, and they still haven't secured that payload themselves.
They haven't indeed, but with presence right now, Donald on D'Angelo, big flying presence. Snipzy has that Kraken impact. I was about to say Karmic impact. That's Slip actually who's got that Karmic impact. Going into the action. Throwing a bit of pulse, trying to get through, trying to push through, trying to find the right pick to start it up. As we know, against a Loki, you're going to get tons of resets. Seqtar's a bit of a detriment to the gameplay that could be coming from. Never mind, Snipzy's taken out by zykric. Big Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, boosted by the Royal Flush right there, just barreling forward right now. Just turning this absolute unit of a team into a wrecking ball straight through the Diamonds formation right there. That is tough. This is literally a last-ditch effort. Does Wave have time to even set up a portal?
I don't know if they do have time. They're trying to. At least they have the shield in front of them just in case the dive does come through. So there was someone who was able to touch on their side, and that was Donald flying towards the end of it. Agamotto comes in at the last second and actually gets the gambit, so they can't do anything about it. Snipes is going to do what they can to use their own Kraken impact, but they do go down. They can't do anything about it, and the Diamonds are taken off the objective and out of the lobby for now. Can't even get to the halfway point of that first objective. A massive lockdown by the clubs. They're looking to clean this out quickly.
They are on fire right now. Diamond's having a bit of a tough time, but it really just depends how they're going to play this next composition outlook. Very tough one. They did play the composition of the Storm Punisher just to be able to just burst out, you know. Just make their way through that lineup right there, but a lot of power, a lot of shredding going forward. Big Punisher plays. Snipzy had a lot of potential, but just potential with the Emma is just excellent every time. Even though there's a bit of Jeffrey action, just wasn't enough. Big Hypnotic. You know what? Honestly, right now, it's the Gambit factor. The Gambit factor is so strong on Hypnotic right now. We're waiting to see some of that potential just spill in from Diamond's side right there. They need to really make some plays with the Gambit of their own. Try to see if they can push on through.
That's the question. Can they push on through? Not much meterage needed by the clubs to lock things down and be one step away from sweeping the competition here in our pros show match. Again, 2,000 credits available to each of the winning players, 1,000 for the losers, but an MVP of 2,000 as well awaiting. I mean, who do we think MVP wise so far for the clubs?
Ooh, you know, at the moment, I kind of have my eyes on Slip. Slip's kind of like an unsung hero right now. It's just so consistent. Always there to play with whatever the team's about to pull off, and just that extra pillar to every composition. It's clean.
I like it. I like all the way that these players are playing so far on the clubs. Diamonds have been doing what they can, but it's been a bit more of a struggle. I mean, if the hours were to be believed with 4-hour scrims before this from the clubs, you could see why that synergy is there from them. But the Assassin's Charge does come through, not enough to ruin the day of zykric here. I like the way that he's chasing it down their backline, making it so they can't even escape their demise that time, and some good looks from them. Non-stop push forward, and only a couple more seconds might be needed. Portal does come through that can't be countered. It's Jeff just waiting from Slip to try and take one of them out of the equation, and it will be the Invisible Woman. They don't even have to worry about them. Only one support keeping them alive on it, and it will have to be Bubble. Skittles actually doing what they can too. And again, it's just not enough on their side for the Diamonds defensively. One final push, and that was all that was needed for the clubs. Just took a couple of seconds on their end.
There it is. There it is. A quick run on a Midtown for the clubs. Right there. Making it happen for themselves. Seqtar with the MVP on the Gambit. Your costume's looking fire, I'll tell you that. Hey, we want to showcase a new hero. There it is. Seqtar understood the assignment.
Master of Thieves.
Tough situation for the Diamonds right now. But hey, I've seen these players come back many times before. Question is, with this new composition, with this new team, with these new friends, do they have what it takes to bring it back? The creator show match, we didn't get to see that scenario, but pros have been known to turn even tougher situations to their favor. Now, what we are going to do, of course, we're going to have a little bit of cheeky look at the replay, some of the best moments from that map entirety. But from what we've seen so far, Votable, you know, who do you think's standing out? Who's stepping up to the pace? Who's that MVP?
zykric specifically for me. I mean, the way that they performed on the Star-Lord in the first map and also on the Punisher here, just laying in the damage against the competition that they really couldn't have an answer about it. But everyone did well on the clubs, specifically in this map. I mean, Seqtar on the Gambit really being the one to enable them. It was huge there as well.
Yeah.
Seeing how they were performing and why they were able to get so much pressure against the other team and all the heals, the most heals, mind you, in the game for this specific map. So it's really tough to know as we go into that third map in just a little bit on how things will unfold in terms of the MVP winner for that race. But right now, those are kind of like the two names that are in my mind specifically. What about you, Liger?
Well, look, MVP, SVP is pretty good. It's pretty good right now. I'm not, I'll tell you what, MVP, SVP, if I'm playing this tournament, if I'm playing in this round, if I'm playing in the show match, last thing on my mind. If I'm clubs, I'm trying to seal the deal now. 3-0.
Yeah.
3-0, done. Walk away. Go home early. Sleep early. Wrap up the show. Sorry, mate, you wanted the competitive pro show match? Nah, I'm here to 3-0, done. But from the Diamonds, I'm here to put on a show. I'm here to turn it around. I'm here to get a map on my team's board. I'm here to get another map on my team's board, take it to the 2-2, and steal it in the final potential match. That's what I would love to see from the Diamonds. But at the same time, if the clubs take the 3-0, hey, it's anybody's game. But MVP, SVP, yeah, it's some extra points on the board, extra units in your pocket. Get yourself that new skin that you want. Get yourself those new costumes. That, hey, Doctor Strange one looking dapper. We saw it earlier on in Predator. Beautiful. New Magic one, flyer. Absolute 2000s Y2K vibes. We love it. What I'm saying is, get that blue thing. Nah, I'm joking. Anyway, that's in the battle pass. That's in the battle pass. I'm cracking up too many jokes right now. Most important thing, I'll tell you what, look, for the Diamonds right now, I've got my eyes on that WAV. I think WAV's got some potential there to try and turn the tides here. I think we can see something really, really unique. It'll be a good one. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show everybody my cat. Everybody say hi to Momo, the cat. And we're going to cut to a little short break while I feed the cat. And yep, she doesn't want to be held right now. She wants, no, she's meowing. She doesn't want to be held.
Aww.
And that's Momo. And we're going to cut to a break. And when we return, Votable, mate, we're going to have an interview with two more representatives from the pro teams. Woo! Why are we still zoomed in on me? Zoom out. Get out. Zoom out. Oh, we are back, Vodable. We are back here in the midst of the Champions of Power Pro show match here in Oceanic Rivals. Having a good time, boss. How you feeling so far? How you feeling about this OC talent you've been watching?
It's keeping me energized. You know, it's a crisp 1:10 in the morning here in the East Coast of North America. But hey, I'm vibing here for these matchups and seeing, you know, the Daredevil plays. We got to see some crazy Gambit plays with the Loki copies and everything else. I mean, that is what gets me excited for the competition. And now we get to see how things go down on Convergence. And Convergence is my favorite game mode, personally. So I'm excited to see what strategy is going to be there. If we go to Central Park, if we go to Heavens, I forget the Heart of Heaven. It's like there's Hell's Heaven and Heart of Heaven. The names are so confusing sometimes with these maps and these abilities.
I call it Kunlun. I just call it Kunlun.
Kunlun makes it easier. That's true.
It's just chill. Yeah. It's easy though. I don't know. Even
you know what's also
like,
confusing? There's like Soul Resurgence, Karmic Revival, and then there is Heaven's Retribution. So many R name ultimates out there. It's a tongue twister if you see all of them get popped.
Punisher and Wolverine, you know, the Last Judgment, the Final Stand. That's already wrong. It's the other way around.
I was like, wait a minute, you got me there. I'm not that sorry.
Wrong. But what is never gonna be ever mixed up? We know it's called the Hand of Khonshu, but we just yell for the moon every time. It's just so obvious. We know what it is. But until they ever add Hunter's Moon to the game, hey, listen, everybody. There's a quote in the Marvel Rivals comics. Sorry, in the Marvel comics. I know I said Rivals. Hopefully one day the Rivals.
There are Marvel Rivals comics, actually.
There are, and they're bangers. But we'll get back to that after we have an interview with FMCL and Seqtar. Let's get into it. The birds are chirping.
Can you guys hear us?
Can you hear us both?
Yeah, can.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could hear. All right, beautiful. All right, well, Vodable. Now that you can speak to them, you can have the first question, boss. They can hear you. Go for it.
I'll send this one over to Seqtar first. I mean, how's it feel? You know, playing Gambit at a high level. What do you feel like they fit into the meta for this season?
I think Gambit's probably just like best in slot support. Like one of, if not like the best characters they've added to the game. Like just the amount of utility the character has and just the versatility of what he can do in a whole bunch of different like team compositions is just unreal. So yeah, he's really fun to play. So I'm having a
you're doing a good job of him so far, I gotta say.
Now I'll spin it up a little bit of a fun question. As we know, there's rumors one day maybe there'll be Marvel Rivals World Cup. Will you two be on the same team representing the home region?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, the New Zealand representation on the stream right now. So I've got a New Zealand backline for this tournament as well with Slip. So yeah, maybe. Team NZ.
There we go.
Okay, well, hey, well, listen, we'll tell Liquipedia to update that. We got to put Slip in the NZ category, represent. But I'll ask FMCL properly. You know, FMCL, listen, you know, known you for a long time. We've interviewed each other back in stage 1, back in the good times of the early MRI. I want to know, you've had a crazy path, you know. Did you think that you'd make it here today after all the worlds you've been to? You know, you've been to China, Guangzhou, you've been to Atlanta in America. Did you think that you would make it back home to play on my silly event? Is it the best experience ever or what? Don't hold back.
Oh, we can't.
I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
Wait.
All good? Oh, there we go. No.
Say it again. Say it again.
It's all good now. Say again. Say again.
What I say? I said, yeah, I'll play in any tournament. It's all fun and games. I love just playing games. I'll just join whatever.
There we go.
Beautiful. That's it.
You know, a question I have for both of you, since you're pros in the scene, looking forward to year 2 of Marvel Rivals competitions in the esport and everything like that. Why should people pick you guys up for their rosters for MRC and other things, depending on if you're sticking with your teams or if you're looking to go different directions? I mean, Seqtar, what do you bring to the table for those who might be looking for that next big piece to fit into the best team in OCE?
I think I'm really adaptable. I can pretty much play like every single support or strategist, you know, in the game. And I'm like a pretty good IGL as well. I like to think so. So, yeah, I'm able to kind of like make those calls and kind of guide people in certain directions. So, yeah.
There we go. FMCL, You feeling good? How are you feeling on that vibe as well? I mean, came back from Atlanta on top of the world.
Yeah, I mean, I play every hero in the game pretty much, except maybe like Hulk. I don't play too much. And on melee DPS, I'm self-proclaimed the best in the world, so I'm pretty
There
good.
we go.
Self-proclaimed. You might have to rub away that self eventually. Yeah, man. People are noticing. The flex demon of the DPS. Duels Presents is just crazy. But you're both crazy players, and that's why you're here in this event, here celebrating with everybody. We want to thank you, lads, for the interview. We want to say good luck in the rest of this best of 5. May the best team win. May the best squad claim victory. You never know. It could be 3-0. It could be a reverse sweep. We're here for a show nonetheless, and we wish the best of luck to you and your teams. Any final words you want to say to each other and each other's teams?
Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, good luck as well. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
There you go.
Keeping it cordial. I like to see it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you expect, you know. They're from the same region. They want to be loyal. They're homies. All right, they're chilling. They're good vibes. We love. Hey, listen, a lot of people, you guys gotta understand. OCE is not another name for Australia. All right, OCE represents Australia, New Zealand, and the neighboring islands. Okay, and those two lads are from New Zealand. Many more folks out there play across our amazing region. That's why we're here, to show them off, and hopefully, future events we get to see more of them. Having a good time. So there it is. Audible, we're going into map 3 between the clubs and diamonds. Think it's going to end? You think we're going to go to that map 4? Ooh.
If it continues the way it did for the last 2, it will. But if it doesn't, then it won't. I mean, that's just how it's going to have to go here for the diamonds. They need to figure out their magic sauce here, to what the recipe is that they need to build for success. And so far, they're missing a lot of ingredients. Maybe they need to open up those cabinets and just pull them out and pour it all into the mixture and see what works. And we'll see if they come up with a disaster or if it's going to be a masterpiece. And that's what needs to come out from this side, is one or the other. And so far, we've seen middling success from them, especially in that convoy map for Midtown. So I don't think it's necessarily like the picks and bans that haven't been going as well for them. I think it's because Gambit's on the table and it's really hard to pick and ban around that, right? Loki is so effective with the copies. We also saw Mantis getting banned out, so they don't want to have the extra damage with everything as well, and the extra fast ult charge being built too. I think that's always a thing in the mind of these players is, okay, they have the ult charge for Captain America. They banned that out. We saw it from both teams, but that wasn't the story of where we saw Convoy, right? Is that they had everything still available to them. They had the Atom Res. They still had the Invisible Woman that they could play as well, and worked out so well for them. Even with the one-sided Daredevil, we didn't really see much of it at all in that second map for the side of the Diamond. So I don't know. I'm curious what their strategy is going to be composition-wise going forward. I mean, Hella Namor, we saw a little bit of that in the first map, but I don't know if we'll necessarily see it in this one. It all comes down to what map they go to as well, right? Because different comps are better for different scenarios there.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, like very unexpected to see the triple Vanguard, triple strategist lineup coming out from the clubs, but they held it down and they stuck with it. I was like, okay, if it wins, it wins. Fair enough. But you know, as you said, the Daredevil didn't get to come out and play. Maybe that's the counter to Daredevil, just overwhelming beefy beasts in the front line.
Could be.
Makes sense. We saw the Wolverine earlier. Maybe if the map lends to a bit of cheeky Wolverine, Arako perhaps could be a benefit, but that's also going to bring out the Angela from TiniValkyrie in return. But just depends how you can match it, ultimately. I do think you need some maps that can play a little bit cheeky. Looks like we might be going to one where it's an absolute beautiful, beloved theme. Maybe. Is it going to be Clinter? Looks like it's going to be Clinter. We're going to Symbiotic Surface, aren't we?
I love it.
There we go.
Good old Faithful. I mean, this is a great map to potentially end the year one showcase here as well, if it does go down. Because like this one's been in the game for such a long time. People know the different tactics that they can go for, instant portals, or if they want to flank around to the side. There's a couple different options that they can go for on that first capture point, and then there's just a brawl from start to finish afterwards. So, I mean, hey, a couple different options, and I just like every single one of them.
It's a great Iron Man map. It's a shame Iron Man's FT. Sad days.
Yeah. Sad days. Same with Ultron.
Like playing some Iron Man. Same with Ultron. Paul, I feel like Iron Man barely got to enjoy being a good hero.
No, not long at all.
It just ended so quick. It's like he had like 30 days and he was cooked already.
The
But
Mantis
hey,
save.
speaking of being cooked, yo, the double Loki ban, I'm vibing with that. Only one gambit apiece. Beautiful. Lessons have been learned. There it
They
is.
have definitely been learned.
Yeah, definitely. Invis is a strong band coming out from the clubs. That's going to deny a lot of potential on the Diamond squad. Mantis is just another safe protect. I hope they can run it. I'd like to see the attack boost from the Gambit, from the Mantis, put that on FMCL. I think that would be the key for them, if they can try to pull that off. But it depends. It really just depends if that's the ultimate plan, because so many factors hitting. Ooh, Daredevil banned. Emma
That's
protect.
massive.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
these.
Well, that's
yeah. They don't want to
that's
have
pretty
the
evident.
one-sided Daredevil because of how effective that was last time when we saw it from Hypnotic. I mean, 29-3 with 13 final hits. That was the most final hits out of anyone. So they don't want anyone to have Invis women. If they can't have it, the other team can't, which makes sense. So now we get to see the Captain America on the other side of things too, because they do not want Captain America to be available to the others. So I'm curious what these final protects and bans are going to be too, if we do see a one-sided cap for the other side. But no, they're sticking with that Karmic Revival, and that worked out so well for them too. So I mean, if you're the other team, you have to go and try and save the Adam Warlock on your side. So a couple different options that they can go for with it. But yeah, I think this is a good
true.
look for the clubs.
Yeah, again, strong band phase is everything right now. I really wonder, like, we've made these teams, mocking them up. Question is, do they have somebody who can coordinate bans on both sides, can make that
That's
really,
true.
really effective draft
No
phase for
coaches.
themselves? That's the question. Yeah, true. I mean, listen, maybe in the future we bring him in. We'll work it out.
We'll have
get
to
some-
ask
we'll get
whoever the
some
winner
OC.
is who their like in-game leader was in terms of bans, what the like strategy
True.
was for that too, right? So, because I know a lot of these teams also have their own, you know, backing with the orgs that they've had before, so they usually haven't had to worry about that too much. It's a little different on this side.
Yeah,
It's closer to
I mean-
like how you would do with competitive, but more bans available, and no one's having Daredevil this time, but we do have Jeff and Venom available for the Diamonds. They also have the Mantis there too. And they could also run Adam Warlock because it wasn't banned one-sidedly, so we could just see double res again.
We might, honestly. I wouldn't even be surprised. Where's Magneto? He's still very good.
He's very
Especially
good.
with the Gambit. Like, you're talking guaranteed team up. Pick Magneto. Make it happen. I'm wondering, like, is he too slow against these team comps at the moment? He's still very good. What could be the reason why these teams haven't brought him out 2 maps in a row now?
I think people are just so used to playing Magneto as well, and maybe looking at the hero pool of our Vanguard line could be the big thing as well, right? Because like only WAV plays some Magneto, and I think we saw a little bit of it before. On the other side of things, Duet plays a little bit of it too, but going back to the heroes that they played Emma straight up the entire time, and we haven't seen anything other than Emma from Duet. So I mean, they want to stick with what they're used to, what they're comfortable with, and feel more effective with as well. And I guess they aren't feeling like the need of using the self and the other bubbles, but now we do see it this time as well. So, hey, we have the tank lineup that we were talking about before. Triple tank, triple support from clubs.
Oh, there it is. But they've got that anti-Vanguard specialist, Snipzy on the Bucky. It might be what they need to pack a punch in the front line. Let's see if it's going to be in their favor. Diamonds are going to start off strong with attack. They may need to just go absolutely high risk, high reward if they want to keep themselves in this best of 5 series right now. Walls are being set up right now. TiniValkyrie on Donald, the Groot v Groot action. Groot banned before, not banned this time. Hypnotic on the Aura Farm and Adam Warlock. It's already in. It's Jeff coming out from Skittles. Is going to be winded up. He's trying to find the right pick, and it's going to go for a scoop.
With the
Takes
bubble.
both Vanguards for clubs. Separates the teams right there. Oh, sorry. Dexter Vanguard. Sorry, I correct myself. Actually throwing away. Sometimes the colors confuse
does,
me.
yeah.
Whatever the Jeff up. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. That's not my Jeff. Nonetheless, the action is still going forward. Everybody's keeping it going. Duep's looking a bit low. Getting nice and chunked up at the heels by the amplifier from Gums. Coming out from Slip right there. But there it is. A big strangling prison to start it off.
Good looks as well for the Strangling Prison, but the Strangling Prison does go the other direction too, and they're going to at least try to do some good damage with it. Karmic Revival comes through to keep them in the fight for the clubs and on the objective. First tick does go down for the Diamonds. So good sectioning off of the competition. WAV, Psionic Seduction to pull them off the objective, but the wall will try to block it as best as it can. Cosmic Yarn Amplifier as well, just for the extra sustain. The portal comes through again. They are dropping all of their resources on this first team fight. Diamonds know with time ticking down that they need to lock it down themselves.
Absolutely do a bit of a tactical portal positioning there, trying to block off. Club's going in for a cleaner defense. It's going to be Edge F time, and Skittles goes for another scoop right there. Everybody's being approached. Duop's going to hit the Sonic right there. Big focus going straight for the Diamonds. They are capturing it slowly and slower than ever. Duop's taken down off the point. That's going to finally let them get that second tick and hopefully lead to the third right now. Absolutely big picks from Snipzy on the Bucky right there. Even though they're brought back by the BRB beacon, they're just pouring in so much damage. So much so that they already got another ultimate off. FMCL on the Gambit. It's the Royal Flush. Big Strangling Prison, but it's not going to be enough because they're denied. Everybody's just going in. Agamotto.
Massive Eye of Agamotto on that one to clean up the rest of the competition too. Cosmic Yarn Amplifier though from Slip keeps them in the fight on the objective. They can't get that final point. They're pushed off of it for now. Club's holding it down, and zykric just doing what they can. Meteor M on to Snipe, so they are vanquished from whence they came, and WAV just building up their ult charge, seeing if they can get Psionic Seduction to take them off the objective for now, but there goes down the big wall for the Groot. Makes it that much more difficult for them to stick things down, but less than a minute to go now. Diamonds, they have a couple ultimates available. It's time for them to use them for their prime strike on the objective.
Absolutely right there. Big Sonic Seduction coming on out from WAV right there. Will it be enough for them to try to scoop up the clubs? There's just so much sustain in this triple Vanguard composition along with the strats. It's going to be in a big hits, Jeff. It's going to be 3. Hopefully, all 3 of their teammates protected. It's going to be the Groot alone, the TiniValkyrie, low HP. Are they going to get pulled into a corner? Are they going to be able to hold it down? They're keeping alive. They keep it survived. The Bulldock shield coming in from zykric keeps Tini back. Tini went from 0 to 100. What a hero right there. Coming through from the clubs right there. So much sustain's pouring in, but FMCL is going to try to boost their team. Seqtar as well. Snipzy starting the Kraken impact, and they're going to try to go for the... Oh, it's barely enough time as the revive, the Karmic Revival does bring back their team. Hypnotic got it off. Does have the cocoon to bring themselves back into the fight. Another Kraken impact. Doesn't get the reset. Zykric's Meteor connects as well. It's overtime and over and out right there. WAV gets another Psionic in the singular fight. So much pressure, so much power pouring in from the Diamonds, trying to exhaust every resource they can to take the clubs down, but they're just holding through. So much sustained, vulnerable. The amplifier's up now. It is such a crazy defense from the clubs.
They have not stopped fighting for this objective tooth and nail, and they want to close things out in style, and that's exactly what they are doing. Another big hold from Convergence. We saw it in Convoy before, and now it's deja vu again. Even with the Eats coming out to try and keep their team in the fight and get them out of these Groot ultimates, it just didn't prove to be enough. And I'd say MVP from that one personally was TiniValkyrie. The way that they were playing on the Groot, just putting up their walls, making sure that no one could take them off the objective. They were getting great heals from their backline as the triple, and nobody could deal with them. Every time, no one got the final hit on them. They still had like little bits of health whenever they tried to deal with them. And even when we saw Snipes, excuse me, do what they could with their Kraken impacts, it just wasn't enough to clear out the rest of the team because the revivals, like you see here.
Absolutely right there. 30 seconds to those doors open. This is going to be very, very tough right now. Very insane hold for the Diamonds. They can try to hold it down. Looks like they're going to answer the same call. They're going to pick up the phone and run the same strategy. They're going to be running their triple lineup as well. Oh, I was about to say not a duelist in sight, but you know, Zykric's still holding it down. still represented with a bit of Bucky action. I mean, at the end of the day, the FMCL and Seqtar both playing that Gambit. As we know, we're here to showcase Gambit, the new hero in Marvel Rivals, just to show off, you know, the craziness of this hero. He's defining the meta more than ever right now.
So good.
Such insane compositions, just enabling entire teams all at once. I think ult charge. He's the points required to build his ult. That's getting increased 100%.
It has to, yeah.
He ults too often. Way too often.
too often too effective, and also helps your teammates build their own ultimate charges. I mean, that's why we saw so many from the rest of their team. So now the Diamonds, though, on the defensive side, eyes on Donald for what they can do as the Groot player this time, but a bit of a counter on the other one. Zykric looking for their own grab on the competition to take them away, but not enough just yet. We do have the Ensong Infernal available from Hypnotic, so I wonder if there'll be a combo come out at some point for that. And we do see Seqtar using the Royal Flush already, the fastest we've seen it built up so far, just because of the massive healing and damage output from them, and it goes in with the Karmic, or Kraken Impact, Meteor M. Oh my goodness, they just are still keeping in the fight. It's a good res from Skittles just to keep in the fight themselves, and I do like this look from Diamonds. They're just mirroring their comp completely, but not doing it as well as they would like to against the clubs who just need one more tick.
One more. Do they have time to portal? Is anybody there to stall the capture? Try to buy some time for Donald to hit that final pentagram on Farala, and it goes forward. Both teams are portaling right now. Zykric tries to hit the counter portal as well. Both teams are going to be insta-staying. It's literally a moment away from victory for the club. Silent Seduction pouring in from Doep, aiming directly down path, and they push off the Diamonds, and they secure the victory here on the symbiotic surface, which means in this match, that is right, in the Champions of Power show match here in Oceanic Rivals, your winners are Team Clubs.
GG's across the board for them. Seqtar, again, another MVP, and Gambit was the difference maker here, to say the least. I mean, yeah, didn't have the limb numbers that you would expect for an MVP performance, but the way that they are able to enable their team, right? Charge their ultimates faster, get them out of the CCs, and make it so that they can't really do anything was insane. So great work for the clubs. Seqtar saying that he's been doing some IGL work as well, and you could see the proof was in the pudding there. 5 final hits from a Gambit too. I mean, almost got the same maximum amount from the rest of the team. So they put their work in, and you could see why it paid dividends throughout this.
Yeah, honestly, look, at the end of the day, we're here to showcase the pros. Right now, I hope the folks out there building teams, looking at teams, upgrading their teams, or on existing teams, look at these players. They put on a massive performance here, Team Clubs, you know? A lot of new things to account for. You know, we're talking also about, you know, we're out here in Oceanic Rivals. It's a bit of an off-season right now, Vodable, for Marvel Rivals Esports. So everybody's experimenting, trying new things, different compositions. We're in a crazy patch right now, crazy metagame. It's insane. Everybody's just exploring, you know, stretching new muscles they haven't figured out. But I've got to say, it's a bit unfortunate for the Diamonds. I know if they had a little bit more time to practice, maybe they could have brought on a bigger round for themselves, maybe even get themselves a map on the board, maybe 2, maybe even win it all. But game's a game here today, and today alone. The clubs do take it 3-0 against the Diamonds, but still a massive, massive congratulations to all 12 players. Massive effort. They all walk away with 1,000 units. The winning team get the extra 2. The game's the game nonetheless. Massive plays.
Well, I mean, it just really showed the lethality of Gambit. I think that's the moral of the story from this series, right? If you have Gambit on the board and there's someone like Seqtar who can play them so efficiently and combo them with the different ultimates and the different abilities of these heroes and make it so that they're that much more of a lethal weapon to deal with because of how like utility based it is. Yeah, it gives you heals. Yeah, it gives you damage boost. It also, you know, cleanses you from CC and helps you charge your ultimate faster. It's one of those ultimates, if you can build it quickly, makes it just such a difference maker in these team fights. And you can see exactly proof in the pudding from these clips.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Massive gameplay, massive potential coming out. We're going to have a cheeky interview very soon. They're setting it up with the winning team. We're going to get into the mind of the clubs right now, find out what was their game plan. I know you want to talk to Seqtar, have a little bit of a check-in again after that, you know, opinion about IGLing. A lot of cool things. There's a lot of big potential. Skittles bringing out some big Jeff players. FMCL just punching forward. I would have loved to see some more Magic, honestly. Would have been so cool. Maybe in the future, but Nixia versus FMCL, but a Magic v Magic would be so cool to see. But that's the bout. That's how it is. Hypnotic putting in so much work early on that Daredevil. My goodness, that was a standout, honestly. MVPs in mind, Votable? Anyone Anyone interesting you right now from the clubs? Who's the big standout?
For clubs, I'd say it's got to be Seqtar, right? Because of how effective they were on that gambit, it made it so that the rest of their team could just do whatever they wanted to, right? Enables them. That's what the strategist that has been introduced in this patch has been able to do. And because of Seqtar, everyone just was free reign with diving in, didn't really have to worry too much, even with all the like mayhem that happened for that first capture point on Clintar, like just keeping them on the objective, making it so that they charge their ultimate faster, and the timings of using their royal flushes or the cleanses when they needed to was massive.
Couldn't agree more, honestly. Couldn't agree more. Gotta say, a lot of potential coming out from that Snipzy Bucky. It did give us signs of hope. Bit of Donald Strange. I would love to see some LeBronald. I feel like I was missing that. Would have been cool to see it. That was something I was personally hoping to see, a little bit of Duep and Donald versing each other on the Magneto. Or maybe that's a few months ago. Different era for them, trying new heroes. Diversifying their hero pool, of course, which is important for pro play. But yeah, Gambit is a factor to consider here. So much presence coming forward. You know, multiple players played Gambit. You know, we had some duels flex onto the Gambit role as well. It's sort of like the whole situation with Ultron and Adam. Yeah, oh my goodness. Another Groot would be good. You know what? I'll tell you what. I know how to handle Gambit, everybody. This guy, his name's Moon Knight. Just throw the unk down. He gets obliterated. Just obliterated, okay? Get the Groot ult, get it done. Doesn't matter if they got cards swirling around them, the hand of Khonshu will absolutely flatten them. Anyways.
Especially the extra damage from the team-up boost that they now have, so.
Look, I'm just saying, I've been yapping about Moon Knight full copium for the whole year.
He's good.
He's good now. I mean, he was always good, but he's great now.
Yeah.
He's even better, right? He's viable. S tier. Maybe A tier. We'll
Play
discuss
Moon
it later.
Knight.
Anyways,
that's the moral of the story.
Just play Blade 2. No, I'm joking. Hey, listen, we saw some Blade today. We did see that in the Creative Show match. But yeah, the Creators of Passion popped off. The Champions of Power, everybody popped off today. Had a good bout, a good sesh. Double check with Prod how we going on the potential interview with the winning team. I know they're getting that ready. But again, everybody having a good time. That's getting set up. Thank you everybody in chat watching. Votable for casting today, bro. We had a good sesh today. It was a good cast. It was fun. It was chill. We're getting confirmation on SVP and MVP.
Yeah, who are we feeling for SVP on this one? I guess is the big question as well.
Honestly, big standouts as well. Yeah, honestly, I'm looking. Look, I've got to say, the diversifying
last
hero
match was
pool.
good.
It's good. It was good. The Bucky was very good as well. I'm in between two at the moment, but we'll talk with behind the scenes. Observers are also watching, and
that's true.
They catch every action, so they're gonna decide. Yeah, we're gonna have a confirmation of that. So when we get that information, we'll announce it in the interviews, of course. But at this time, of course, we're gonna give big love to Team Diamonds. Of course, thank you guys. Massive effort nonetheless.
Gave it their all.
Still made them work for it. Gave it their all, exactly. But it's the clubs that took victory here today to end the night in the Oceanic Rivals love letter to year one. So we're going to get set up. We're going to jump into this interview with the clubs in just a moment. Looks like we're getting set up now. We'll have a yap and we'll get to see them on screen in any moment. Hey, is that the clubs? Is that the clubs? Yo, one moment. We're just getting set up. I believe we're going to have a little bit of a in-game interview. You guys are in-game, all set up? Yeah? Okay, all right, awesome. Well, starting off, congratulations to this team, the clubs, the pro team here in the Champions of Power show match. Round of applause for you guys. Absolute big dub. Taking it home, ending the night. Thank you. There we go. Oh, look
I like
at them
the setup.
all on
This
there.
is dope.
Oh, that's fire. They set up. Oh, we're getting a cinematic. Okay, well, yeah. Votable. Anything you want to ask them? Look at the aura. I know you want to speak to Seqtar, definitely.
Yeah, my big question was, who was leading the ban phase for you guys? Because I know, like, in professional series, you typically have like an analyst or a coach that's doing that. Who took the mantle this time? There we go.
Well, no, because it's not because I want to protect them. It's because they want to ban it. You have to think. You have to think about the other team.
That's true.
But the club's team.
Big brain plays.
We work together on the bans, just like we work together in the game.
Vibes. I like it. Very, very impressed nonetheless right now by the team. I want to know, okay, when it came down to it, that first match, when you're walking out the door, when you're like, all right, guys, first game, have you guys actually played together? Have you practiced together before your first match?
Nope.
Like as a team, no.
I think some of us have been on the same team beforehand, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Zykric.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Hulk 2. Yeah. Wait, no, Hulk 3.
Yeah, I was there.
That's good. Well, one thing I want to ask, just to sort of, because we're at the end of the show, I want to ask all of you. It's been a year, rivals. You guys have been in the pro scene. What do you want as a pro player going into year 2 for Marvel Rivals?
Good question.
One by one, but anyone can speak up. Go for it.
I think there should be a league.
That'd be dope.
That'd be cool.
A Slipperi in the league.
Like something similar to Overwatch,
Maybe,
though.
maybe some more like LAN events. That'd be cool.
More lands.
LAN
yes.
events would be
an
sick,
OCE
yeah.
LAN.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to see Kanga Daxi.
Or even like an APAC LAN. With like
some sort of APAC LAN would be dope.
Yeah.
I just want to see more like grassroots like tournaments, because at the moment like the only way that new people can like kind of get on teams is if they're like good and ranked. There isn't really like any pathways for them in like too many tournaments at the moment for those people. So
it's kind of like there's like
like
only
that.
tier 1 and then there's like no tier 2
Yeah.
besides like MRC.
so it'd be cool, to have like pathways for other players to kind of like get up and improve.
Well,
man.
you heard it here. You heard it here from the pros, everybody. Come support the scene. Things are happening next year. I will say that. At that point about there's no path up, talking with some people, we're working hard. We're trying to make that tier 2, tier 3 scene in APAC, in PAC, in OCE as a whole happen so that there is a path up. Because I know in other games, similar titles, hey, some of the best players in 5 years are bronze today. But they needed someone to get them there. Okay? But at the moment, you guys are the best players, some of the best in OCE. So congratulations. I do wish you all the best of luck in your endeavors. Enjoy the off-season. Votable, anything you want to say to these lads before we send them off?
No, I mean, great competition. Best of luck in next year's competition as well. Hope to see you all towards the top of it and put on a great show this weekend.
Thank you. Round of applause, round of applause. Oh, MVP. Who votable? You wanna announce the MVP?
Yes, so the MVP that we have decided is Seqtar.
Yay! Thank you.
Put on some insane plays of Gambit.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Right.
Don't look at me, don't look at me.
In honor of you all winning, you're all free to absolutely obliterate Shin.
Oh, she's already done.
Oh, wow.
Obliterate the Jeff. He's gone. Okay. Well, thank you very much, lads. Thank you very much. Have a good night. We appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves. Keep seeing the next event. More events coming soon. Have a good one, lads. Congrats to the team clubs in the pro show match. Absolute legend. We're going to head on back up, get back to the madness, have a look and see. So much is going on, Votable. We're back. Epic tournament here today. Thanks again for joining me, brother. I appreciate it. I know you've wanted to come through. We've wanted to cast together for a long time. We'll finally get the chance to do it.
We did it.
Daredevil's going back to being a lawyer. He's going to sleep. He's going Matt Murdock for a little bit. He needs a break. He's had enough. He carried too hard today. Yeah, honestly, so many Vibe, Hypnotic, so many Daredevil plays today were popping off. I'd love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Gambits were out. I wanted to showcase the Gambit. I'm glad we got to definitely see it. We now know, and we have given evidence to NetEase to nerf him. Do not sleep on Gambit. Put him to sleep, actually. Get your Mantis, make sure she's protected.
There you go.
Put him to sleep. There's your game plan. All right. Now,
we also got to do the SVP here real quick, too, for the other team. So I believe the SVP that we have decided in the back end is going to be FMCL. So congrats to FMCL. You do get some extra credits there for yourself. But, we do have to thank everyone who's been involved in this production, who's been involved as the players, creators, and who has made this all a possibility for Oceanic Rivals, a level editor tier 1, and anyone who's been involved in the OCE or even Apex scenes out there in Marvel Rivals. People supporting, people playing, people watching the competition. Thank you all for being a part of this. It's been amazing to see.
Absolutely amazing. I think if Prod wants to, we'll show off to all the teams. Big shout out to all the teams. Team clubs, so good. Team clubs, we're talking about TiniValkyrie, zykric, Hypnotic, Seqtar, Slipperi. What was the team though before that was on my screen? Was it the hearts, the spades? It was the diamonds, I think. The diamonds,
the diamonds.
Donald, Wav,
There you go.
FMCL, Snipzy, Bubblecuh, Skittles. Shout out to all of them. Absolute legends. Absolutely popping off. We'll go back to the creative teams. Spades, Imperator, Burnski, and Nixie, Vibrate, RKO, and Kaplunk. Absolute legends. And then last but not least, the hearts. They had the heart. They brought it home. They put on a show. Solos, Daryl, Zaza, Ominous, Cody, and Tamer. Massive presence from all these players. If Prod can, we have a graphic. We put it on Twitter. If we can pull up the production graphic, I want to thank all the people behind the scenes as well. Oh, of course. why is Imperator in OC show matches, bro? Dude, what? Hey, I have the same question as Imperator. Hey, Votable, what the hell is in Arlington, bro? Is that a place?
Yes, it is a city in Texas.
that is a city name. I was like, what is that?
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah.
Shout out to the broadcast team.
Shout out to the broadcast team. We were all there. Absolute legends. Big up producers, replay ops, observers, everyone doing it. Social media team were on point. Yo, if you tier one. Hey, there's some of the best clips are out there, guys. Check out the HSP socials. The clips are out there. You can watch them back. Some of the best moments. It's absolutely beautiful. Well, according to the voices in my head, I believe it's time for us to wrap up and say farewell to everyone. But on the way out, we are also going to show a nice highlight reel to wrap it on up. Daxu in the chat. Daxu helped us organize the event, rallied all the pros. Absolute legend in the scene who is also on Vulcan Red, a pro player. We always got to appreciate everybody trying to keep it alive, trying to keep the scene going. There's a lot of people stepping up this year to try and keep this scene alive, get that tier 2, tier 3 experience so that everybody can find their way to tier 1 one day and realize their potential and dreams. But, Audible, the floor is yours, boss. Anything you want to say to the world out there?
I'm just excited to see more competition in year 2 for all the regions involved in Marvel Rivals. Like anyone who's like played, participated, even interacted with all the stuff that's been on socials for that, and like made sure to keep pushing the scene. That's what you got to do. You know, have that grassroots like we see here, and also play in the big competitions. Sign up for MRC, sign up for Ignite if it comes back or whatever's next year for it too. I mean, just having the numbers helps make it so that they're more likely to support things. So show up is the big thing. That's the best you can do to just support the scene in general. And you can check me out at Votable on all socials. I should have a new episode of Rivals and Rants coming out in a couple days time. Got Moxie, Dan, and Shibby, not Iron Shib, but the other Shibby, my duo for Collegiate Marvel Rivals. So definitely tune into that. I also got some cool announcements coming soon with some other stuff I'm working on. But thank you, Liger, and thank you everyone for having me here. It's been an honor to be a guest here in Oceania.
No, it's been an absolute honor to have you, of course. Always want to cast with you for a long time. Now we got to do it. Good vibes, good synergy. Everybody, we hope you enjoyed the show. My name's Liger. I was joined by Votable. That is the Oceanic Rivals love letter to year 1. Sealed, signed, put it in the mail, put it in the post. See you next year with another Marvel Rivals event. Or maybe sooner than that. We don't know. I think Abe's going to be in production slapping me if I try to force him to do another event. So we'll relax. Take it easy. Zoom back out. Let me do the outro. Let me end the show. Zoom. Yeah, that's it. All right. Thank you very much. And with a big energy boost, thank you everybody for coming through to Oceanic Rivals. We hope you had an amazing night. Thank you to all the players, all the production, all the staff, everybody involved, all the viewers in the chat, all the watch parties. Hi to all the streamers doing a watch party. Thank you very much for coming through to the event. We hope we put on a show. I'm sure we definitely did. It's about to go off. It's about to go down because it is done and dusted. Thank you for coming through to the event. Good night. Goodbye. We love you. Take care of yourselves and stay marvelous.
Both worlds. Pretty much a solid counter against it, but a KO still comes out either way. Downside seduction here as well, making it so the Hulk is a moot field onto the objective, but the Heart still holding things down. Ayabagamoto doesn't really manage to get anyone. Does get at least a pick though, at least, so that'll be huge between both teams, but Rated RKO tries to keep them in the fight and not use their ultimate too soon, but they are going to moment to use it so that they can secure the point if they even need to. Sustained using their own support ultimates. Ayabagamoto.
Gambit's just repeated moves. Oh, speaking of repeated moves, big Strangle Prison right there. Tamer holding her down. That's going to take one pick. Fair both worlds from RKO does keep the rest of the team nice and healthy, though. There's 4 left for them to stall. Let's see if it's enough.
By a vibe. And everyone's pushed off the objective for Hearts. They're finally forced off of it in the first checkpoint. There's one last touch. I thought they were going to get it there for a moment. And
everybody's going forward. Another pick coming out from Zaza potentially. Oh!
Immunity cleanse gives them the twerk on the objective for the Venom. That is how you taunt your opponents.
He's the ultimate meat shield on the pushing factor right there. Big crunch coming out, big face. Zaza in time and denies Ixia another pick.
That was massive too. It's the World Breaker Hulk versus the other, stomping them down so they can't even escape their demise. Fate of both worlds.
Copy. And they're actually going to be going straight for Gambit, bringing out their own Royal Flush right there. That's 2 Gambits on the team of Hearts right now.
Keeps themselves sustained at least with the health back for now, and that's a good look on to the Loki. See if they can get Zaza, and they can. There's Bible.
Range to keep the team in congestion in this final fight. Hard to making it happen. Zaza takes it on Ixia.
Odds, and well, we do have the Royal Flush popped out by Seqtar and does get a combo for the rest of their team. 4 drop down and nobody can survive. The Whale unleashed by FMCL. Galactic Legend by Zykric just double themselves and looking for the
I know FMCL's magic is something to behold as well. So I'm keen to see it. Really got the pick.
Double KO coming out for the Daredevil, laying down this through Jeff. It's Jeff available, so they can do the Jeff NATO. We'll see.
Finally let them get that second tick and hopefully lead to the 3rd round. Everybody's just going in. Agamotto.
Massive Eye of Agamotto on that. But for now, Club's holding it down and Zykric just doing what they can. Meteor out.
No position along with the strats. It's going to be in a big hits, Jeff. It's going to be 3.
See. Seqtar using the Royal Flush already, the fastest we've seen it built up so far, just because the massive healing and damage output from them, and it goes in with the through Fate of Both Worlds. Pretty much a solid counter against it, but a KO still comes out either way. Downside seduction here as well, making it so the whole